All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get a kick off. We're going to get started. If you don't mind, tap the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things. Let TikTok know that we are in the building. If we can knock out the daily gift code a couple of times, it'll help push us out to the FYP. It's the little pink heart puffs right now. We can knock those out a couple of times, please, please, please. Also, send your daily heart me. Send your daily heart me. It's only 1 coin. It'll boost live, and that'll help push us out to the FYP as well. Hey, Rick. How's everyone's Sunday going? Why can't I pin this? I can't pin that. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates. Please do not request up. If you're not a Trump supporter, if you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Let's go ahead and get this thing cranked up.
You stepped in the box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this is Warzone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats and get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah, step in if you dare. Truth hit hard
Like a punch in the air. Ain't no
rules, no plan, no script.
One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield.
Better know your stuff or you
Get revealed. Step in.
Don't you wanna sparring with Santana? I don't care what you claim or your background. Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat. You talk slick, but you ain't got source. Just vibes, that ain't power, that's in it all. Step in if you dare.
Yep.
Hit hard like a punch in the air.
Punch in the air.
Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah.
One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield.
Better know your stuff or you get
revealed. Step in.
Don't you wanna
Sparring with Santana.
Step in if you care. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script.
Yep.
One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna sparring with Santana? Yeah. This ain't a safe place.
No.
This is flame.
Yeah.
Step in, don't you wanna sparring with Santana?
Bye now. Wow. Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana. One-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Timothy Trump, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates, guys. Please do not request up if you're not a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. So if you're not here to debate, then can't talk to you. Not right now. I love you. I do. But we can't talk. With that being said, MAGA, super simple. I just want you guys to tell me where's the lie, right? And trust me, I'll give you every opportunity to tell me where the lie is, right? Because I know for a fact that MAGA, you guys are the party of violence, without a doubt. Hate is absolutely required in order to be a part of MAGA. You guys are the guardians of the PDF files. The economy is now trashed because of Donald Trump and his actual policies. And last but not least, poll numbers in the dump. So if you are a Trump supporter and you want to prove me wrong, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 25,000 likes. Also, I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift codes to these little 1-cent gift codes. Again, if you can knock those out a couple of times, it'll get us more push and more people in so we can get some debates going. So again, please, guys, do not request up if you're not a Trump supporter. Please.
Oh, shit.
Alan, are you a Trump supporter?
But I was talking, hell no, fuck Trump and all his ugly ass supporters.
Hey, W's in the chat for you. Appreciate it.
How do I leave? I'm sorry.
FDT. Sorry. It's hard to see around my mic sometimes. All right. Again, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates, guys. Please do not request up if you're not a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. Only looking for some debates. It's all good. It's all good. We're only looking for some debates. And guys, you got to remember, like, we cannot, have friends request up because we might scare Mag off. A bunch of eyes, 558. Are you a Trump supporter? Hey, Peach Raid.
Fuck Trump, fuck the chat, fuck the host.
Yeah, I guess, whatever. Get out of here. Guys, seriously, like, I know how you, if you're a friendly, I know how you feel. I do. I know how you feel. But we're only looking for some debates. So if you're not, fucking thought I had it. It's a mosquito. If you're not a Trump supporter, do not request up. We're not talking to friendlies. Not right now. Not right now. We're not talking to friendlies. Again, I'm going to keep resetting his daily gift goal to these little ones. Let's do the chili peppers. Love the chili peppers. Love the chili peppers. All right. So this is the thing, right? We know that MAGA's a dying breed. MAGA's an absolute dying breed. I get it. I understand why, right? It's hard to continue to support something, right, that absolutely stands for nothing. MAGA, you guys used to talk about how you guys were America first, right? America first. That was their whole mantra. Am I wrong, chat? Like, they used to swear they were America first, but for some reason, they're okay with America being the police of the world. That's interesting. That's interesting. Because you guys aren't saying anything as Donald Trump continues to posture for imminent war with Venezuela. Hey, what happened to that no new war stuff? Donald Trump has threatened to go into Nigeria to save the Christians. Donald Trump has been a proponent of continuing the war in Ukraine, which I'm not against, right? But the funniest thing, right? The funniest thing, you say Trump is the man. Yeah, I hear you. Listen, I'm going to mute you, bub. I'm going to mute you, but I'm not just going to mute you because I don't want you chatting in my chat, but I'm going to send you a request. I'm going to mute you because you don't get to actually yip yap in my chat. Listen, you get center stage. Come up. Tell me about it. Be brave. Be brave. I would say be brave like your Papa Trump, but we all know that he's a coward. There we go. Good job. Let's see. I'm sorry. How do I say your username? I don't want to say that wrong. T-Main. And just to verify, you're a Trump supporter, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's your president, man. That's our president.
No. He is actively the current president of the United States of America. You are factual. You're actually absolutely factual. Real quick, before we get too far, quick question. Do you know who I am?
You're on TikTok.
I am on the old TikToks. Oh, but don't forget YouTube and Twitch. We're live there, and Instagram. We're live everywhere. You're famous right now. But no, specifically. Never mind.
I don't know you personally, no sir.
That's okay. That's okay. Would you mind if I give you a quick introduction to not only who I am, but what this is?
Sure, go ahead.
Perfect. 1 second.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all
ready for this?
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. Only request up if you support Donald Jimothy Trump. Please do not request up if you're a friend. We're not talking to friendlies. I love you. We're not talking to friendlies. We're only looking for Trump supporters. T-Main, question for you, or not necessarily a question. I would like to play a game. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool, man. You talking about the things you got on the board behind you?
Yeah, I just want you to tell me where it's a lie, right? Because there's a lot. There's a lot. And you may think that you know where the lie is, and I'm willing to actually listen and accept it if you can point it out. But like, MAGA is the party of violence. Hate is required to be a part of it. Guys are the guardians of the PDF files, trash economy, and the poll numbers stink. Where's the lie?
I mean, personally, I guess it's a matter of opinion. Because you could say the same thing, I feel like, about the Democratic Party. You know what I'm saying? Opinions are like, everybody got one. Yep. Yeah, or opinions are like Escalades. Everybody got one. That's what Young Jeezy said. Do you know who Young Jeezy is? Yeah.
Cool.
There for a minute, I felt like were you a boxer or something, man? I felt like I was coming into the boxing ring, man, with the intro.
Yeah, that's what this is. This is called Sparring with Santana. As a matter of fact, subs, super chats, or whatever they call it now. Can we drop some of these sparring stickers? Can we drop some of the sparring stickers in the chat? Yeah. Well, listen, I agree with you, right? I mean, everyone has opinions, and like our opinions should definitely be based in facts and like, actually have an understanding as far as why we say the things that we say. But I guess pick one for me. Which one do you think that, based off of your opinion, you feel the strongest about that would be wrong?
Out of the ones you got on the board there, that's what you're saying? We'll go with trash economy.
Ooh, that's a good one. All right. Would you like for me to tell you why the economy is trash, or do you want to tell me, or would you like to tell me why you think it's a booming economy right now?
Well, I'm not going to say it's booming. I mean, it wasn't booming when Trump come in the presidency, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree. But okay, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the economy.
Well, I feel like we're going in the right direction, man. We're starting to take care of the American people. You know what I'm saying? That's what our president is looking after. You know what I'm saying? He's caring about. He made it possible for you to be on this live. He wants you to be able to voice your opinion. You know what I'm saying?
How did he do that?
Well, you don't remember they shut TikTok down? You don't remember seeing Donald Trump's picture when you got back on here?
Yeah, I do remember that. Hey, have you ever heard of the word propaganda?
Propaganda? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, propaganda. Hey, who was the initial person to initiate the TikTok ban?
Well, I really don't know, man, to be honest. I guess it was under the Biden administration. I don't know.
It was Jimothy. Jimothy did it. Donald Jimothy Trump. Donald Jimothy Trump is actually the person that started that whole ball rolling as far as the TikTok ban, and the one that initiated and actually had the ban wrapped into legislation that was tied to like international aid, like aid to Ukraine. And so, like, that's the thing. Would you give someone credit for putting out a fire that they started?
Let me ask you a question. So it's a good thing, though, he made TikTok, possible for you to be able to continue to do such great in this economy and be on here doing your thing. You know what I'm saying, right? I mean, he made this job for you possible, correct? Like, maybe, if TikTok was shut down, you wouldn't be on here talking to me right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're right, but I would be other places. But even more than that, do you give someone credit for putting out a fire if they started the fire?
You give them credit for that, though, right? I mean, you give them credit for
but again,
possible for you to be on here to talk to me today.
I don't, because again, it goes back to the question I keep asking you.
Though. I get it. You said he caused the problem, but maybe he realized that it was a problem shutting it down. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to hear your voice, you know what I'm saying, and wanted you to be able to be heard.
And why start a fire if you like that? You don't think that like that. Hold on.
I said it was bad. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, but Donald Trump is the one that advocated for the ban of TikTok, and he's the one that got it added to the legislation while he was in office, his first term, got it added to the legislation.
Can you show me that, or are you just saying that? I mean, can you show me what you're saying?
I can show you. Really quick question, serious question.
You know, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I know you can tell me, but you're just saying that. Hold on, you got to stop for a second. Listen to me for half a second, because the actual piece of legislation that was where the TikTok ban, like, it was brought to the floor and like processed through legislation, that happened under Donald Trump, and Donald Trump advocated for it. Now, the actual ban and the overall legislation, the passing and the signing occurred under Joseph Robinette Biden. But Biden actually went in and said that he wasn't going to actually make the decision on the enforcement. And he said that he was going to wait for Trump to make the decision because, you know, it was Trump. But again, I really want to go back to the beginning, right? Because you're sitting here saying we have to give him credit. And my super simple question is, do you give credit for someone fixing a problem that they created?
Absolutely. If you say he created it, maybe he brought it to light that there was a problem or something. See, that's what I'm saying. Show me what you're saying. It's factual.
What did he bring to light that there was a problem? What problem?
You said that he made it where TikTok was going to be shut down, and then all of a sudden come out and said, well, never mind, we ain't going to shut it down no more. You know what I'm saying? So you the one said that Donald Trump.
That's not what I'm saying. Let me repeat it one more time. Donald Trump, back in his first administration, advocated for the shutdown of TikTok, and then got the Republicans.
What was his reasoning? What was his reasoning for that?
China. Right. This was around the same time that he was engaging in a tariff war, a trade war, like very similar to what we are already engaged in right now. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Let's see. I could have. I saw someone. Hold on. Sorry. One second. Let's see here. Diana, Day, whatever, Ball, something. Yeah. I'm muting you. You get in the box. I remember you used to tag me in like weird videos and all this other crap. Guess what? You definitely don't get to talk in my chat. You better get up here. Besides that, you'll never, ever speak in my chat again. Like, I remember all the weird Trump videos you used to try to tag me in. No one cares about what you're saying in the comments. So boom. But it was around the time that he was engaging in his first trade war with China. And so that was a actual leverage tool that he tried to utilize. Now, he said it was under the guise of TikTok having access to our personal data. But at the same time, TikTok has continued to have access to our quote unquote personal data. And not only that, more people have gained access to our personal data, including like all the data breaches that we continue to have here in the US. So he used it as, he said it was a national security risk, but at the same time, never shut it down.
Right. So what was the reason that it got shut down? That's what I'm asking. You said it was Donald Trump shut it down because it was a China. And I do remember.
I said that he initiated it. He's the first one that said shut down TikTok. That was Jimothy.
Right. I got you. Mm-hmm. So, but he also made it possible though for us to be here talking today too, correct?
He ain't did shit. He ain't did shit. Listen, I'm sorry. I apologize. Man, you know, like, I'm not gonna give him.
Well, I'm saying, I mean, you said give credit where credit's due, but I mean, you know, if he created the problem or brought it to light, you know what I'm saying, say, hey, this is a China-owned company and we're not gonna allow it in the United States, and I want to shut it down. And then he backpedaled and said, hey, you know what, he made it possible for you to be on here today.
Hey, so if I kick you in the shin, right, and then I rub your leg and say, oh, I'm gonna make it better, are you going to say, thank you for rubbing my leg? Or are you going to say, hey, why'd you kick me in the shin?
No, I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying, you said give credit where credit's due. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's all.
There's no credit due there. There's no credit due. Like Donald Trump does this often. Donald Trump starts like he creates problems and then he claims that he fixes them.
As far now, we're still on the trash economy, so I think he made this job possible for you as far as TikTok.
You're absolutely wrong, but let's go deeper into like the economy then. How do you feel about the fact that unemployment has skyrocketed under Donald Trump, even more so that it's projected since Trump has been back in office that there's been about 1 million American jobs lost?
I think he's created all kinds. I mean, TikTok alone. Look at all these.
You keep saying TikTok, but what about the actual unemployment record that keeps spiking?
That have at-home jobs. You know what I'm saying? He made that possible for you guys, man.
Sure, you keep saying that, but again, the unemployment rate has spiked. Did you know prior to Donald Trump, the unemployment rate was
going down? You ain't on
down?
unemployment, are you? I'm not on unemployment. I mean, I don't know who's on unemployment, man. For a while,
millions of Americans.
There was no unemployment from what I understood.
Millions of Americans. Did you know that this is the first time? Did you know this is the first time since the last time that Donald Trump was in office where there are more people that are unemployed than there are jobs available?
I didn't know that, buddy. I didn't know that. I didn't.
People are hurting.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying the jobs aren't out there? I mean, I get jobs every day in my email, man. You know what I'm saying? The job is every day. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of jobs out there. That's what I'm saying. If you're saying people, the jobs aren't out, the jobs are out there, buddy. You know what I'm saying? There's places to go work. That's what I'm saying. As far as the trash economy, I think you could take that one off the toe there, man.
It's not because listen. Okay, so hold on. So
you know what I'm saying?
This is why. You know what? Give me a second. I need to read this. I need to read this, and then what we need to do is actually level set, because like you're speaking from fifis, and I don't want to talk about fifis. I want to actually talk about like facts. So give me a second. W's in the chat for Marie. Hey Marie, who sent $1.11 donation to say, I very much enjoyed that can of whoop AWS you open up as a part of the intro. Absolutely. Details make the magic. You know it. I'm really glad that you actually noticed it. It's like a key trademark. If anybody, I'm not.
Appreciate the forward.
Anyway,
there you go. Appreciate you.
Yeah. W's in the chat for Marie. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. All right. Listen, this is why I say the economy is trash. The economy is made up of multiple factors, right? It's not just the stock market. A lot of people harp on the stock market, but a couple of key indicators that are negatively currently impacting the economy includes the rising unemployment rate. There's been a spike in unemployment rate. Interest rates are still higher than they would be. Inflation is up. Consumer confidence is down. And also consumer spending is down. So all of those key factors. Oh, you can also talk about the actual housing market. There are actually since approximately, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 40.
40. Okay. So you remember like 08, like you remember the housing market crash and everything, right?
Oh, yeah.
So did you know that this is the first time since right before the housing market crash that we have more people selling homes than people looking to buy homes? There's a 500,000 person gap between the people selling homes versus people looking to buy homes.
Well, I mean, I could agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I would say cost is way up there as far as housing. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing right now. You know what I'm saying? Everything is inflation. Inflation's, out the roof, and you got people asking, $300,000 for $120,000 house. And
what
of
if
course
I told you that Donald Trump is directly connected to higher housing prices?
Show me. You know what I'm saying? I could say Joe Biden did that though. You know what I'm saying? He caused that. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you a question.
No. You said show you, so I want to tell you. But hold on, I want to make one thing definitely clear between both of us. The one thing is I don't just say stuff to say stuff. Like I actually have facts, information. I can prove the things that I say.
Well, let me ask you a question. You're free thinking. You know what I'm saying? You know. I'm just asking. As far as is this? As far as Democratic, Republican, it doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like you said, I support my president. I don't know if this is just a Democrat, live here personally. If you, that's what I'm asking. Are you?
I think Democrats suck.
Right. I got you.
Yeah, I'm I'm not a communist, but I am damn sure a democratic socialist.
You didn't vote for Biden, then basically.
No, I voted for Biden because Biden was the harm reduction vote, right? I tend to vote as a black man in America. I tend to vote for harm reduction because I understand that progression is the only way to achieve equality.
Let me ask you another question. Did you vote for Bill Clinton?
No, I wasn't old enough. First president I ever voted for was Obama.
Would you vote for Bill Clinton? Though?
Yeah, I would have.
For sure, right? Mm-hmm. I got you. Did you vote for Obama?
Yeah, I just said he was the first president I voted for.
Me too. I hear you. I would have voted for him too. I you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's not about for me anyways, I feel like you vote for what's right at the end of the day, right? It's not so you'd have voted for you wouldn't have voted for Bush though, right? You wouldn't have voted for Donald Trump. That's what you're saying. You'd have voted for Hillary.
I wouldn't vote for any Republican candidate
this last run we had. You'd have voted for Hillary. You voted for Hillary. Did you vote for Hillary?
Yeah, I voted for Hillary. I wouldn't vote for any Republican candidate because Republicans don't believe in anything that is actually going to push their. Hold on, you got to let me answer the question. You can't just keep asking me questions.
Why would you have voted for Hillary?
So, like I said, the reason why I have not or would not vote for a Republican candidate is because Republican candidates don't believe in any type of actual progression for the country. The only thing that they are looking to do is quote unquote conserve, which oftentimes means removing social safety nets that are very important to the way of life for everyday Americans, while at the same time restricting and stripping away rights for everyday Americans. Like it's something that's absolutely harmful. And for anyone, especially a black person, to vote for a conservative candidate makes no sense.
How so?
Just told you. Are you listening to me? What are you doing when I talk?
You strictly said black person. You know what I'm saying? When you said that, like, how is that? How does it make a difference in the color of the person you are? Of why it's not? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. You said it, so I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, I'll repeat it one more time. But you gotta put your listening muffs on when I speak.
Yeah.
So what I said is that Republicans only look to conserve, which is restricting certain people with rights. They're not looking to push things forward. And often the only thing that they do, you gotta let me finish. You gotta let me finish. The only thing that they actually look to do is hurt, harm, and strip away rights and access of everyday Americans. And that's not good for black people.
So is a black American not a regular American? Is what I'm getting at. Are you saying that's what I'm getting at? Like when you say a white American, an Italian American, they're not a regular American either, then, right?
Do you know what the patriarchal system is?
No. Let's stay. I want to state facts.
I promise you, I'm answering your question. I promise you, I'm answering your question. I need to understand what you know before I answer the question in a specific way. So, again, do you know what the patriarchal system is?
No, you can educate me.
Okay, so the patriarchal system is a hierarchy that has been established where power flows from top down, and depending on where you fall within different intersections, the overall access to said power is reduced. The people that set up at the top of this patriarchal system is white men. It has been established that way, not only here within the US, but throughout the globe. And so everyone else falls on a lesser tier in the patriarchal system, and every governmental system and every system that we have within our country is literally catered towards white men in order to allow them to continue to progress. So when you talk about the patriarchal system, everyone else continues to have to acquiesce to the will of said system and try to gain more. This country was established as a racist, sexist, classist country, literally weaving into the Constitution. When the Constitution was first written, the only people that had rights were white men that owned land. And everyone else after that had to receive their rights. That's why there's articles and amendments to the Constitution, because only white men that own land had anything to start the country.
Okay, but at the end of the day, is Donald Trump not trying to take care of Americans?
He's not.
What? No, not the color of the American, the actual American.
Of Americans. No.
Donald
Trump advocated for stripping away healthcare access from Americans. Donald Trump has taken food out of the mouth of Americans. Donald Trump has hurt farming subsidies and then said money to Argentina. Donald Trump has actively harmed everyday Americans in multiple ways. Donald Trump doesn't care about Americans.
That's your opinion. You know.
No. All those things. Well, the last point when I said he doesn't care, that's an opinion. But the opinion is based off of all the other things. The fact that he has tried to strip away healthcare, taking away food, taking away
the
subsidies, all those things.
Great thing. You know, it's a good start and take care of Americans. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't shut down the border.
Sure, he did. Man, he ain't built that wall.
No, he didn't build that wall.
Okay.
Got to build that wall. He didn't build a wall.
He ain't have that wall built?
No, he ain't had that wall built.
Okay. Let me guess. Sleepy Joe did it, didn't he?
No.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He wasn't looking out for Americans. He was letting everybody in there, anybody in here.
What about Biden? I hear you. Listen, Donald Trump didn't build the wall because first and foremost, but Donald Trump didn't build the wall because first and foremost, the wall was stupid. But secondly, the reason why he didn't build the wall is because he kept begging Congress for funding for the border wall and he couldn't get it. And then even more so, when he couldn't get the funding for the border wall, he took funding from the Army Engineer Corps to try to allocate it to the border wall, where he built less than 50 miles of new walls, literally less than 50 miles. So the funny thing is, can you tell me what Donald Trump, because Donald Trump told people like, hey, vote me back in office, and when I get back, I'm going to address the border. Can you name one piece of legislation that Jimothy has brought to Congress in order to address the borders?
For sure. I mean, you're not seeing everything going on. And you know what I'm saying? As far as him getting all these rapists and everything up, rounding them up and getting them up back to their country.
That doesn't sound like legislation. Again, can you name one piece of legislation that Donald Jimothy Trump has brought to Congress?
All through the border. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So you
but
agree.
Can you name one piece of legislation that Donald Jimothy Trump has brought to Congress since he's been back in office to address the border?
Look, I don't know the specifics. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here.
There's none. There's literally none. There's none.
I think he's doing this thing. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you think, but you don't have any facts or information. I'm telling you, there's no legislation that.
I mean,
bro, you are sitting here talking off your fifis. Listen, stop it. You got to slow down for a second. You can't just keep talking about your feelings like you need actual facts. I hear you. Listen, stop it. Shushies. You cannot continue to say, I feel, I think, blah, blah, blah. Like literally, if you don't have the ability to verify anything that you're saying, then maybe you shouldn't say that thing in public. W's in the chat for Beauty. Beauty sent a $3 donation saying, hold up. Exactly. Hey, Olivia. W's in the chat for Randall for the $5 donation saying, love for love that you're giving us all a voice. Thank you. Absolutely. I mean, again, you know, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and links are in the bio, but that's why Santana speaks for you. Like, yes, this is the pay links, but it's intentional when it says Santana speaks for you. Anyway, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Also, over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. W's in the chat for all the gifters over on YouTube as well, for all the love. Guys, make sure you're tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 150,000 likes. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates. Also, W's in the chat for Khalees. Khalees sent a $1 donation saying it's crazy that people come up to argue with you knowing damn well you do this for a living. It's like all of a sudden everyone's a political expert because Trump is president. Like, listen, Dunning-Kruger is kicking so many people's ass. Anyway, do you have any facts or information or like something like based in reality that you would like to share?
All right. I mean, as far as the economy, I guess we ain't on the same page. And I guess, at the end of the day, that's going to be your opinion against mine. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
not though. Like
I told you,
your
man,
opinion. But listen, what do you base your opinions on? What do you base your opinions on?
What I see. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Clearly, I mean, what I know, you know what I'm saying? Factual.
Wait, no. The first things you said were absolutely correct. There's no way you base your opinion on facts if you can't give me any empirical data. So if you can give me empirical data, then yeah, absolutely.
Man, there's plenty of jobs out there, man. For you to say jobs aren't out there, there's jobs
so
out there.
let's substantiate that. When you say there's plenty of jobs out there,
Indeed lately, man. Have you been on Indeed lately?
Hold on, listen to me a second. I'm going to try to help you out on this one. If you're saying there's plenty of jobs out there, cool. I'll accept that. Can you point me to one source, that says there are more jobs available than there are people that are unemployed?
Google it.
That's not pointing me to a source, bud.
I haven't Googled it, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Then why would you say it if you haven't actually looked up the information?
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't have no problem getting a job. I don't think you had a problem getting a job.
Wait, so do we live in a society?
You know what I'm saying? We got different jobs, society? You know what I'm saying? We do shit different. I go to work every day, you know what I'm saying? And you sit on here and talk to people, you know what I'm saying? It's a little different.
Wait, so you think this isn't a job? Wait, you think this isn't a job?
This is your job. This is your job.
But like you say, like I go to work, I'm working right now. Like this is literally hard work. Listen, this is absolutely hard work because some motherfuckers love ice skating uphill, and like that's what's happening. W's in the chat for Marie for the $1.11 donation sign. Ask him about the whole wheat egg prices and how Trump had more chickens because he's I'm getting that vibe. We can talk about that. Also, W's in the chat for Lee for the $10 super chat to say you're bringing peace to us, holding their rhetoric up to the truth meter. Exactly. Sometimes you just need the truth. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. PayPal's in the pay links in the link in the bio. Listen, the way that you actually...
You got NBC, you got ABC, you got all kinds of different news. And depending on what you watch is depending on what you get. You know what I'm saying? You know that
do you verify anything that you consume?
I don't watch the news like talking about though. Maybe you watch
that's
more.
That's fine. But do you verify any of the information that you consume?
Than I do, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so if you accept that I know more about this stuff than you do, then why are you sitting here and I'm actually giving you empirical data?
You Googled all kinds of stuff, man, or you know what I'm saying, that I'm not knocking you on that. This is your job. This is what you do, buddy. You should know more than me about this for sure. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this is not what I do. I don't get on here and talk to people about politics and try to tell people that, you know what I'm saying, Donald Trump is a horrible president. I don't do that. That's what you do. It's your job.
Did you know presidential scholars rank him the worst president in United States history?
Say what now?
Did you know presidential scholars rank Donald Trump the worst president in presidential history?
I mean, did you know that Donald Trump was not a politician? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Did you know that Donald Trump has not only been a politician for over... Did you know that Donald Trump has been a politician for over 10 years as far as an active front-running candidate, but Donald Trump has been running for office and ran for office in 2000? Did you know that? Did you know that Donald Trump had a failed presidential bid in 2000?
I mean, I know that there's all kinds of things out there about Donald Trump, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, but can you admit that Donald Trump is definitely a politician because, like, literally, he is the establishment?
He's for sure. Now he's a politician for sure. You just
said he's not a politician.
He wasn't a politician before he became president. No,
he ran for president in 2000.
Well, that's what you said.
He just failed.
You know, I didn't know that. You educated me on that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. The point that I'm trying to make, right, is like, overall, when you talk about like truth and facts and all this other stuff, like you said that you haven't Googled anything, in which, listen, I hear you.
At the end of the day, let me ask you a question, man.
At the end of the day, the day gonna end, but I need you to hear this part. Like, if you're going to actually base your opinion on something, base your opinion on facts, not the fifis in your tum-tum, right? I don't mind you sitting here telling me I think Donald Trump is a good president, if that's what you really think. But when you think that, you should think that you should say, well, I think Donald Trump is a good president because he has grown the GDP. Donald Trump has improved this market. Donald Trump has created these like you should have actual empirical evidence, and you can verify said empirical evidence.
For sure, I could tell you some facts about Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me one. Just tell me one.
For sure. I could tell you some life experiences from Donald Trump personally. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Where he's helped out American people straight up.
Tell me one.
And you know what I'm saying? Tell you one. Hurricane Florence.
Tell me one. Hurricane what?
Florence. And it's probably
what about Hurricane Florence? What about Hurricane Florence? What about Hurricane Florence? What about Hurricane Florence?
The man showed up.
When? Are you talking about the most recent hurricanes that devastated North Carolina and South Carolina?
That too. Yeah, that too. No, I'm not talking about them. So you don't even know about Florence.
Which one is Florence? There's been, you know what's funny? There's been so many hurricanes because of global warming, climate change that Donald Trump, but see, we have a president, and there's been so many different hurricanes because of climate change, but Donald Trump has actively fought against climate change and said that the weather was going to start cooling, and scientists wouldn't know that. So yeah, we've had a shit ton of hurricanes. What did Donald Trump do for Hurricane Florence?
He showed up, man. He showed up.
Showed up how? What do you mean? What do you mean showed up? Oh, is this in 2018 when he threw paper towels at people in Puerto Rico? Is that what you're talking about?
Did you Google?
When he threw paper towels at Puerto Rico?
I think you looked up something else, man.
No. It was 2018. Yeah, when he literally went to Puerto Rico and threw paper towels at them.
No, man. No.
Yes, he did.
You got the wrong news article, man. That's that far leaning left.
I'm not even pulling up any news article. You know what's funny? Like, you guys live in this alternate reality. Like, we didn't live through the shit.
You didn't even know what Hurricane Florence was, man.
I had to pull up there's so many hurricanes. I had to pull up which one it was. It's the one in 2018. I remember now. Just because I didn't remember listen.
He made it possible.
Shush. You guys pretend as if we didn't live through all of this shit, right? This is the dangerous thing, right? When you guys pretend like we didn't live through Donald Trump using Sharpies to redraw the direction of hurricanes. You guys act like we didn't live through Donald Trump telling people that they should ingest bleach. You guys act like we didn't live through Donald Trump actually throwing paper towels at people in Puerto Rico. You guys act like we didn't live through Donald Trump saying that if Ukraine wanted money released, then they would have to give him dirt on Hunter Biden. You guys act like we didn't live through Donald Trump fucking staring at the sun during an eclipse. Donald Trump literally stared at a sun. At the sun during the eclipse. You guys act like we didn't live through Donald Trump having the military gas protesters so he could go stand in front of a church and hold a Bible upside down for a photo op. We all lived through those things, but for some reason, you guys don't remember those things. But guess what? Patrick's Farms remember. Patrick's Farms remember. We remember. I remember. W's in the chat for Khalees for the $1 donation saying Indeed is full of fake jobs to collect your data and they never call back. Like, that is actually a thing. That's actually literally a thing. Also, that's it. Guys, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. This is the backup account. Make sure you hit that follow button. Follow the backup account, but follow the main account. Make sure you're following both accounts. Let's tap the screen, get the likes up 200,000 likes. All right, I need you to tell me what Donald Trump did with Hurricane Florence, please. I thought you Googled it, man. I already told you. He threw paper towels at people in Puerto Rico. Can you tell me something else he did?
He
literally did that. He literally did that. You don't remember him going to Puerto Rico and throwing paper towels?
What did you put into the damn search engine, man? You know what I'm saying?
I just looked up Hurricane Florence and then I remember what it was.
All right, man. All right. Share.
Okay, you tell me specifically what Donald Trump did that makes you think that he showed up.
I told you, man. He showed up, man. He got the help of those people, man, that needed it. Straight up, man.
Tell me specifically what he did.
I just told you. You ain't listening.
Listen, that's not specifics.
He showed up, man. Personally, he showed up and he got the help to the people that needed it.
Threw paper towels at
No,
people
sir.
in
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. All right. We're gonna pull it up. We're gonna pull it up. I got it.
Pull it up, man. He got to help the people that need it, man. Straight up, man. Just like he did to the people in West. No, you don't want your facts, man.
I'm gonna
That's straight up, man.
Shushies. I'm gonna pull it up. Gotta stop for a second though, okay? Hold on. Just give it a second.
Ask me a question. I'm trying to tell you.
Wait. I'm pulling up. You gotta stop yapping. Just give me a second.
Pull it up, man. Shit, I thought you already pulled it up. You said you had already Googled it.
I pulled the actual.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you're crashing, bud. Stop it. Stop it. Give me a second. I'm gonna play the video for you, okay? Okay.
Bro, I'm just speaking facts, man.
You're crashing.
I don't need to see the video of what you talking about, man, where you threw some paper towels at somebody in
Why
Puerto
not?
Rico.
Why don't you want to see that?
Bro, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's probably some fake news, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I just told you.
How is that fake news if that's a video of him?
That's what you looking at, man. That's your problem right there, bro.
How is that fake news?
Come on, you already know, man.
How is that fake news if that's literally Donald Trump?
For real. Go actually Google it, man.
Sure.
Don't look up.
Give me a second. Hold on.
You don't want to hear the truth, man. That's what it is, bro. I'm telling you, you showed up for those people, man. Give credit where credit's due, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Stop for a second.
Okay. Yeah. Straight up.
Okay. Shh. Okay. You gotta shush. You gotta shush. Okay. All right. Hold on. You gotta stay muted because you got like some sound, and I'm gonna play this. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that one. Hold on. Okay. Save. And then I'm going to expand this. All right. You see this? All right. Oh, sorry. Let me get my hand. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. Watch this. Watch this. So, yeah, Donald Trump definitely showed up to throw paper towels at people in Puerto Rico. Like that did happen. I remember the things.
Okay. Go look up what he did for North Carolina, man. Straight up.
Oh, I was really hoping you were going to say that one. Where are you from? I was really hoping you were gonna. I was really hoping you were gonna say that. I just told you.
North Carolina, man. I just told you.
You're from North Carolina. Guess where I'm from?
Oh, South Carolina. Yeah, straight up. Yeah. Okay. But hey, what's up, brother? Same home, man. Look at that. Home away from home, man. You South Carolina?
Yeah. You know what's funny, right? About that. Like my family was.
Oh, you seen it, man. You just over here joking.
Yeah, my family was actually affected. My family was actually affected by the hurricane, and you know what happened?
Hurricane Florence?
No, the one that just happened most recently, where people in North Carolina and South Carolina was out of power, was like without. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when Donald Trump wasn't your.
This is what I like to talk about. So, people were literally hurting, right? People were hurting, and not only were people hurting, there was little access to gas, food, utilities, all of this other stuff, right? All of these other things, people needed those things. And what Donald Trump did was Donald Trump decided that against the recommendation of the governors of North Carolina, South Carolina, Donald Trump decided that he was going to visit those areas, right? And while Donald Trump visited those areas as a candidate running for the office of the president, a former president, Donald Trump then removed resources that could have been used for other needs, right? So people that could have been using, people that could have actually been doing things to help people, like the search and rescue, police force, all of these other things. Donald Trump pulled all of those resources because when you actually insert a former president and an active presidential candidate into those conditions, then you have to allocate resources to them. Also, let's not forget that Donald Trump literally cut funds for FEMA prior to in his first term, and currently now is trying to dismantle FEMA. So like this whole premise that Donald Trump did anything for North Carolina and South Carolina, it's absolutely false.
Well, what did Joe Biden do for him, man? You just said you had family.
Yeah, Joseph Robinette Biden actually increased the amount of the emergency funds that you could receive as far as FEMA funds, right? So
FEMA could get pulled out, bro, early, man.
So, I don't know. So but, FEMA could actually issue FEMA could actually issue an emergency So FEMA could actually issue an emergency $750, right? And so they increased that amount, and then they also improved the process. My family was actually a beneficiary of like the what's it called, the reimbursement or whatever for damage. My grandfather's roof on his house was destroyed, and he had to go through FEMA in order to get the roof fixed. So like that was an easier process. So the point being, the Biden-Harris administration improved the ability for people to recover from such tragedies, while Donald Trump is actively today trying to actually harm people and take away FEMA. Lucky one, no one cares about what you're saying in the chat. Get up here in the box and come and tell me about it.
Yeah, get on up here. Tell him about it. You know what I'm saying? He wants to talk to other people like me, for sure.
Yeah, I do. I do want to talk to other people because holy shit. Like we're talking in circles now. W's in the chat for Marie for the $5.55 donation. Say, I feel like I might annoy this guy, so tell him Roll Tide. Know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I missed that one. W's in the chat for Jocelyn, who sent the $1 donation, saying Hurricane Marie was in Puerto Rico in 2017. I remember watching those victims of them throwing paper towels. It was disgusting. Yeah, like we played the video. W's in the chat. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted and things appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button if you're over on YouTube. But if you're over on YouTube and you like to support the live, you can do so with a super chat. And I will read that out. Guys, again, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Blue 88, you're getting muted. Like, you guys, I don't understand why you think that like you get the ability to chat in my chat. I don't care about you and you thinking that you have a safe space. You don't. Get up here. Sorry. Just B, are you a Trump supporter? Just B, are you a Trump supporter? Okay, really quick, guys, because there's a lot of people in the box and I don't know who's who or what's what. If you take a look down at the bottom and you see the pink and blue person, you're good. That means you're not in the request. But if you take a look at the bottom and you see the two people are gray, that means you're in the request and you are ready to debate. So if you see gray, that means you're in the request, you're ready to debate because you are a Trump supporter and you want to debate. So again, remember, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. Only looking for some debates. Deb, are you a Trump supporter? Thank you for the cake. Deb, are you a Trump supporter? Yeah, okay. Did you come back with facts?
Bro, why you kidding me, man? We was talking facts, man.
No, we weren't. Like, if you did you hear really quick the real reason I brought you back is because did you hear what Marie said?
I ain't hear nothing about Marie, man.
Marie said roll tide. You know what I'm saying?
Roll tide. I hear you. We was talking about Hurricane Florence, I think is what we was on. We was on that topic, man. Just trying to speak true facts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I you know, I don't know what news outlet you watch, man, but Donald Trump did stuff.
Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates, guys. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. And listen, MAGA, it's super simple. Super simple. I would love to play a game. The only thing you have to do is tell me where's the lie. Tell me where's the lie. Because MAGA is absolutely the party of hate. I'm sorry, it's party of violence. Party of hate too, because hate is required. But also, you guys are the guardians of the PDF files. Plain and simple. The economy is absolutely trash right now, and that's because of everything that Donald Jimothy Trump has done. Donald Jimothy Trump has actively harmed everyday Americans. And last but not least, his poll numbers reflect that he's doing a horrible job. And the reason why, listen, I can actually talk about the poll numbers, but I think, chat, tell me if I'm wrong. Chat, tell me if I'm off base. Chat, tell me if I have this one incorrect. The reason why I know that Donald Trump poll numbers stink is because MAGA refused to actually even defend him anymore. They don't even want to make their voices heard anymore. And it's a thing. Father, girl, yeah, he ran. Damn it. Let the fish off the hook. Let the fish off the hook. Yeah. I mean, I think there's no bigger indicator to the fact that Donald Trump sucks than the fact that the people that proudly voted for him, the people that actually not only triple Trump, right? People that triple Trump won't even defend him anymore. You don't think that's wild? People that proclaim that Donald Trump was the best president in United States history, people that claim that Donald Trump was going to make America great again, but yet you give them an opportunity to speak. Hell, it's almost 3,000 people here total. We give them the floor, and they have nothing to say. You get that information from what? I get that information from the fact that you guys are cowards in the chat versus actually coming up here. I'm going to mute you. Let's see if you come up. I bet you won't come up. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. I muted you and I sent you a request. I am betting that you won't come up. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Quite simply put, you know you fucked up. And MAGA, we would have so much more respect for you if you actually just came up and say, you know what? I fucked up. If you guys would actually engage in reality, if you guys would actually just be like, hey, how do I be better? But you don't want to be better. You love living in your mediocrity. You love living in your echo chamber. You love living in your hate-filled bubble. That's a problem. That's a problem. Nick, are you a Trump supporter?
100%.
100%. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
How many times did you vote for Trump, Nick?
All 4 times, brother.
Okay. So, Nick, you're starting to sound like a troll when you say 4 times.
Like you said yourself, he ran. Did he not? He ran in 2000.
How many times did you vote for Donald Trump for president of the United States?
3 times.
Okay. So when you say 4, are you referring to a time when you vote for him in the primary?
Yep.
Okay. That's the thing that I've noticed. For some reason, you guys like to say, hold on, I'm going to get this person up here as well, because this person was spamming in the chat and they were scared to come up. But now that there's a Trump supporter up here, it seems like they're not so scared. So like I have a thunder buddy for you.
I don't need a thunder buddy.
Agent, your background is trash. I'm gonna mute you. Fix that background for me, bud.
Yeah, it's just nothing but noise.
Turn that camera off. I don't know what you're doing. Agent, I muted you. No, I think they need a thunder buddy, because again, they waited for you to come up in order to get brave enough to actually get up here. So, Nick, just really quick, if you don't mind, how old are you?
What does that matter?
It's a question. How old are you?
55.
What year were you born?
What does that matter, man? What does it matter?
Because
you want to talk politics, or you want to talk about my age? You want to talk politics, or you want to talk about my age?
I need you to verify this, so I'm gonna have to kick you, bud. What? How old?
Go ahead, bro. If you soy boy kick me, boy, soy boy.
I hear you. Go down to the chat and then learn some actual decency. And when you can answer a question, you can come back. I can tell that you are not of age, because like that was a weird crash out. It's a weird crash out. Agent, I'm going to send you a request to come off mute. Agent, are you there?
Copy. Yeah,
yeah, I can hear you now. Hold on a second. Is this Nick on just a different account? Yeah, and then he ran.
Asking me?
No, he came back up. Agent, you're a Trump. Are you a Trump supporter?
This time.
I'm sorry?
This time.
At this time. So, okay. And just to verify, let's say the election was held today, knowing what you know, Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, and you have to pick one. Who are you voting for?
T-Man again, Trump.
Okay. All right. Would you like to tell me where's the lie?
The lie?
Thank you.
No problem. Sorry. It'd be a trash economy, because as of the G20 summit, we were number 1 on the planet. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Number 1 what?
The economy on the planet.
How so?
The ranking of G20 of everything on the planet, but you know what I mean. Every
what
member.
Makes up the economy?
The ability to buy and sell goods.
That's not true. There's multiple factors that actually make up the economy, and it gauges the success or said failure of the economy. Any chance you know a couple of those things?
And the ability to
you're breaking up. You're breaking up. Like you're breaking up really bad. So I'm gonna mute you for half a second. You're breaking up like really bad. Like really, really bad. Really, really bad. We'll give it a second. W's in the chat for Angie for the $3 donation, saying Hurricane Florence was when he told the world, this is the wettest hurricane from the standpoint of water. Yeah, I remember that. Hey, Ange. I remember that. W's in the chat for Beauty for the $3 donation, saying, here's $3, man. Know what I'm saying? Know what you're saying. I appreciate you. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, hit that thumbs up, and you can support with a super chat, and I will read that out. Agent, you got to come back on the screen. I'm going to send you a request to come off mute again. Let's check. Is it any better? Because you were like breaking up really bad.
Sorry about that. Copy. Any better?
Copy. Can you tell me some of the actual key factors that make up the economy?
The nominal GDP.
Yes, the GDP is one thing. What else?
That's the only one I care about.
I mean, I hear you.
Which
That's
was
not
right.
the only thing that makes up the GDP. I'm sorry, that's not the only thing that makes up the economy. Like, there's not one thing that just makes up the economy. Don't worry, I'll give it to you. So the economy, there's multiple factors, including the GDP, including the stock markets, but also including unemployment, inflation rates, interest rates, consumer confidence, consumer spending, in global or international policies. All of these things factor into the economy, right? And so when you say the United States has the #1 economy based off of the G7 summit, or did you say G7 or G20?
G20.
G20, cool. When comparing it to other countries, yeah, we do have the largest GDP because we are the richest country on earth. But how do we compare to other points in our recent history as far as the economy?
Well, I know our inflation rate right now is at 3.01%, or the
it's 3.2.
well, it's estimated to be at 3.28% was predicted for a 10-year length. So that's good. It's not as good as we should be, but it's a lot better than what we could have been.
The current inflation rate is 3.1%. I'm sorry, I thought it was 3.2.
Yeah.
3.1.
At 3.28 was predicted. We got under that, which was a good thing. Not as good as I want it to be, but better than nothing.
Is it better than where it was at the end of the Biden administration?
No.
Got it. What about the unemployment rate? Is the unemployment rate right now better than where it was under the Biden administration?
It's higher, but all those numbers are from redundant government jobs that weren't necessary to begin with.
That's not true. Yes, there was a large cut in the public sector, but the private sector has responded as well. And while we don't have the official numbers for October, it's projected that since Donald Trump has been in office, we've lost a million American jobs. Where's consumer confidence versus versus when Biden was in office to now? Is consumer confidence higher or lower?
Lower at the moment.
Okay, cool. What about the housing market? Do you know what's happening with the housing market currently?
Yeah. No. No. Why?
The housing market is, for the first time since the collapse of the housing market that occurred in 2008, there are currently more houses that are being sold than people are looking to actually buy homes. So the gap is over 500,000. This is numbers that we haven't seen since prior, like right before the collapse of the housing market.
Wait, by gap, do you mean people buying homes, or
gap between people selling and people buying? There's 500,000 more people selling than there are buying. People are literally having to pull homes off the market because people aren't buying. So I say all that to say the economy is trash, not because we're not still the largest GDP in the world. It's because based off of our recent history and also based off of projections prior to Trump taking over, we have stepped back in almost every single indicator. Even if you talk about the stock market, right? While the stock market is high, the stock market is up, it has crashed multiple times, and it would have been higher without the crashes if Donald Trump would not have instituted his tariff policies for market manipulation.
Okay.
So help me one more time remember why the economy isn't trash.
Oh, say market. I'm sorry. You said market manipulation. I can't pronounce the word. Market manipulation.
Market manipulation.
On the stock market. Yeah. Thank you. The president really doesn't have all that much power over that. It's like saying he controls the gas prices.
He did. The stock market is the stock market elastic or inelastic?
It's elastic.
Okay.
But it's also
so volatility. Holy shit! Volatility. What the fuck just happened? I can't get the word out.
My fault.
Volatility. God damn it! Why can't I get it out? Anyway, shit. Chat. That just whipped my ass. Jeez, Louise, do I smell toast? No, not right now. That just whipped my ass. Volatility. Fuck it. Fluctuations. Indecisiveness in the market. That causes swings within the market, and Donald Trump doing things like putting tariffs on and taking tariffs off cause those instabilities in the market. I'm going to use instabilities instead of volatility. Fuck that. Jeez,
I'm sorry,
Louise.
I have to
Anyway.
go. You have a good day, man. Sorry about bothering you.
Hold on, just really quick. Like that's how
sure.
that's how there's market manipulation, because he put tariffs on, take tariffs off. Do you know what taco is?
Trump always chickens out.
Who gave him that name?
No idea.
It was the people that are on Wall Street, the stock market. They coined him Taco because of him threatening tariffs and then taking tariffs off. But more than anything, like, people around Donald Trump have made massive amounts of money. Did you know that before Donald Trump did his last round of tariffs, like 30 minutes before he made the announcement, someone opened up a Bitcoin short? And within that 30 minutes, and then after Donald Trump made that announcement, they made like $80 billion.
Good for them.
Yeah, sure. But you know what's interesting about that? So the firm that opened up that Bitcoin short and made that $80 billion, hey, guess who's on the board of directors?
His Barron, was it?
Yeah. So you already knew about this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but that could be coincidence.
You wait. So you think it's coincidence that Donald Trump engaged in, well, I say market manipulation, but 30 minutes prior to his instituting additional tariffs, that for some reason they had the foresight, the good fortune just to open up a Bitcoin short that made them $80 billion. And just so happens that Barron Trump, the son of the person that made the decision for the tariffs, sits on the board of directors.
Yeah, you live with someone for 20 years, you kind of guess how they're going to go.
Or you're told how it's going to go, and so you make a decision to actually hedge your bet so you can make money.
Unless we have
that Donald Trump told him to do it.
I'm
not saying Donald Trump told Barron to do that, but what I am saying is that I'm pretty sure Barron knew exactly what was happening.
Or again, unless we have evidence of that, we just got to go with him living with his dad for 20 years and go, I think he's going to do this instead. And with that, I have to step out, or I'm gonna get to talk.
One last question before you go. When are you gonna hold him accountable? Like, is there anything that like he would do where you'd be like, you know what, that's a bridge too far?
He was wanting to get rid of birthright citizenship. Does not sit well.
But you still support him?
Not in all matters. Not a robot.
Okay.
Sorry, gotta go. Bye.
W's in the chat for Feisty. Guys, holy fucking shit. Massive W's in the chat for Feisty. First and foremost, happy birthday, Feisty. Guys, can we get 1 million happy birthday Feisties in the chat? Happy birthday, Feisty. Feisty sent a $50 donation, but happy birthday to Feisty. Guys, W's in the chat. Happy birthday, Feisty. Also, happy birthday to Ash. I know today's Ash's birthday. Ash, I don't know if you're here right now, but happy birthday, Ash. Ash is one of my awesome mods. Feisty is as well, but W's in the chat for both of them. Also, W's in the chat for Paul for the $20 donation saying it's Hoofy. It's Hoofy. Love you, brother. What's Hoofy? I don't know what Hoofy means. It's Hoofy. I don't know. Also, W's in the chat for Priscilla, who's in a $5 super chat to say, had to walk away when Trump was saying we had no air pollution. In fact, we need the cleanest H2O to breathe. Immigrants bring in skills and supplies and demands. Exactly. Like, they just let Trump say the wildest shit and never hold him accountable. They never hold Trump's feet to the fire. It's weird. Like for that last guess, right, to sit here and say that it had to be a coincidence. It speaks to the fact that they don't live in reality. There's no way that they can actually live in reality and then say these things. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. Gia, are you a Trump supporter? Gia, are you a Trump supporter? Howdy, partner. Okay. Yeah, Liam, you're getting blocked on this account as well, but guess what? You can fuck all the way off. You can fuck all the way off, Liam. W's in the chat for Rohit for the $1.79 Australian. Love from Australia. Listening to you and Erica always feels like home. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that donation, and thank you so much for that love, for that super chat. Guys, again, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. You love Liam? Well, I already blocked him. Too bad. Already blocked him. Guys, one more thing. Look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Follow the backup account. This is the backup account. Follow the backup account, but follow the main account as well. Make sure that you're following both of them. Put it in the chat and let me know when you follow both of them. Hey, really quick, guys, did you hear Pete Hegseth is in some shit? Thank you, Cats and Cookies. Did you guys hear about that? So apparently some JAG lawyers are now investigating Pete Hegseth, thank you for the cap, for the unconstitutional bombing, the drone strikes. Yes, those drone strike orders that have been carried out, JAG is now investigating Pete Hegseth. This is going to be a problem. And the reason why I say this is going to be a problem is because this is how the house of cards start to fold. This is how the house of cards start to fold. And for any Trump supporters like, yeah, they can do the drone strikes. Yeah, it's okay. No, you can't. It's literally a war crime. And that's what they're investigating him for war crimes. MAGA, and I know you're watching because I can see you in the chat. You're not in the request because you're cowards. But you're in the chat. You're not in the request because you're cowards. because you're definitely in the chat. It's not work. Okay, Bryce. Okay, cool. Bryce, I've muted you. Get up here and tell me about it. Like again, Bryce, you're a coward. Where's Gia? Is people saying Gia come back up? What is Gia saying? I don't see Gia. Hold on. Where's Gia? Nick, you can get out of the request. You're a whole ass kid. You're not coming up here.
The only thing that's a war crime, not just dropping not drones in general.
Say it again.
Double tap is when it's a war crime, not just the drones in general.
Who said the drones in general?
You said the drone strike is what they were coming for. Pete Hegseth for. You said the drone strike was illegal. You said that was a war crime.
Yeah, they're investigating him because of war crimes in the sense that they're actually striking those boats without due process or presenting any type of evidence or information.
Oh, you're talking about the boats?
Yes.
I thought we was on a completely different topic.
No, what are you talking about?
I thought you was talking about like from months ago when we first started doing bombs months ago.
No, I'm talking about the boats.
Okay.
Are you a Trump supporter?
No, I don't vote in general. I'm not a supporter of really any political parties. I don't really support political at all. That's a bunch of bullshit.
You sure about that? So you didn't vote in the last election?
No, hell no.
But you want to talk about war.
No, I wanted to bring up that it wasn't a war crime. Just using drones isn't a war crime. That's what I said.
Yeah, no.
That's what I said. I thought you were saying him using the drones was a war crime.
All right, well, hold tight for a second. Let me unmute you in the chat. I thought you were a Trump supporter and like.
No, I don't vote.
No. All right, well, I'll send you back to the womb lands, and I've unmuted you so you can keep yip yapping.
You good, brother? Appreciate it.
All right. Yep. Who is this Sam person? Sam what? Sam. Where's Sam? Without Trump, the left would eat us alive. Yeah, okay. So you follow me as well. That's weird. I just muted you, and I sent you a request. Let's see if Sam comes up. I bet Sam won't. I bet Sam won't come up. Not you, Samantha. The other Sam. The mediocre Sam. The coward Sam. The Sam that I had to mute. Yeah, Gia, you came up here. I'm sending you another request and I'm muting you now because there you go. I'm so glad that you commented. So I could mute you in the chat, Gia, because you came up here, but then you ran. That's weird. Gia's a friendly. What do you mean Gia's a friendly? Gia didn't seem friendly with the comment Gia just made. I don't know about that one. Chat. I think we've officially defeated MAGA. Coolest dude? Who is coolest dude? Blocking his own people. Yeah. I'm gonna mute you. And I just sent you a request. I bet you won't get in the box, coward. Now you're muted and you're not my people. You're muted and you're not my people. Let's see if you get up here. Fucking knew that you wouldn't. MAGA is the most chicken shit group of people I've ever met in my life. Like fucking cowards. For the people that sat there and said, oh, you guys are snowflakes. For the people that yelled, let's go, Brandon. You guys are all fucking cowards. Every single one of you. For the people that screamed that they were patriots, you guys are fucking cowards. For the people that stood up and said that we are taking back our country, you're all a bunch of snowflakes. For all of the bullshit that we've had to listen to for the last 4 years, The last 4 years of you guys talking about how bad things are. And then for the bullshit that we've had to listen to you guys preach and say that you're alpha males. People with high testosterone tend to vote on the right. You guys are fucking liars and you're cowards. You're liars and you're cowards. That's why you guys love to stand behind such a weak. No, Nick isn't coming up because Nick's a kid. Mariah, I'm not letting Nick up because Nick's a kid. But Mariah, how about you come up? Because I'm going to mute you. Are you an adult? You get in the box. I'm not letting Nick up because Nick is a child. And Nick, I'm going to mute you as well. You're a fucking kid. Why would I let you? You're not even old enough to be on TikTok live. But you know what? That speaks to the fact that kids have more courage than actual Trump voters. People that actually cast their ballot for Donald Trump. Children have more courage than you. Children have more courage than you. For all of this, and you know what's funny? You know what's funny? They love to talk about how there could be another quote unquote civil war. Don't they love to talk about the civil war that's coming? They love talking about the civil war, the next one. You think that we're scared of you when you guys are even scared to actually defend your beliefs? You think we think you're going to defend your country? You think we think you're going to defend this land? You can't even defend the shit that you believe. Finn, are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely. How you doing today?
Good. Finn, congratulations.
Thank you.
You have more testicular fortitude than any other people watching right now, and no one else had the courage to come up except you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Finn, how in the hell are you still a Trump supporter in this day and age?
I think he's done a great job. I mean, is he perfect president? Absolutely not. But I think he's done a great job. I'm extremely happy.
Can you tell me something that he's done a great job with?
So let's start with the Ukraine and Russian conflict. I think it's a terrible thing that too many people are going unalive. And I think there needs to be, I think common sense needs to take over and we need to bring it to an end. It's been going on way too long. I mean, every day we're fighting, every day they're fighting. People are dying on both sides. And, you know, I understand that, you know, Ukraine's a sovereign country and Russia had no business going in there. However, what do we do now? What do we do now? Do we just let the war continue, or does hopefully Ukraine come to the understanding that for there to be any type of compromise, land has to be exchanged? Again, not saying it's fair or right, but I don't want one more person to lose their life. Not one. It's enough. It's got to come to an end.
Okay, Finn, let me ask you this question.
Sure.
What is Donald Trump's stance been? Thank you for the cap on Ukraine.
So I think in the beginning he was more neutral, but I think as time went on, he has really pressured Ukraine to say you are in a losing position here, and it would behoove you to give up some land to save lives. And that's not a perfect answer. I get that. But it's got to come to an end. Every single day, people are dying. And it seems like the left feels, well, Russia's wrong and we've got to keep supporting Ukraine. And that sounds good, but people are dying on both sides. It's got to come to an end.
Okay. So the reason why I asked the question is because Donald Trump has been back and forth on his stance, his position. He's literally flip-flopped in multiple instances, from saying that he's going to end the war in Ukraine on day one to saying that Zelensky is being unreasonable and needs to make concessions.
Correct.
Then saying that Putin doesn't want to actually make a deal, and Putin doesn't want peace, and that now he thinks that Ukraine could actually win the war. And then him cutting the funding for Ukraine, cutting intelligence for Ukraine, and then bringing the intelligence back for Ukraine, and then funding them at a higher level than the Biden administration.
Okay.
And then saying that he wasn't going to approve the special missile, I think it's the Tomahawk missiles, and then approving the Tomahawk missiles. And then now, most recently, Marco Rubio presented a 28-point peace plan that was literally a plan that was passed through by Russia. Like, literally, Russia gave this peace plan and they just presented it to Ukraine. So the point that I'm trying to make there, Finn, is Donald Trump, at the very least, has not actually created any type of consistency in order to understand whether we are or not supporting Ukraine. Can we agree on that based off of his track record?
I think he's pivoted and moved many times.
Call those pivots and moves.
Yeah. And let me finish. And I appreciate you giving me the chance to respond without muting me. So again, thank you. So yes, he's pivoted and moved because it's a very difficult conflict, and there hasn't been. I will say this: I think Donald Trump thought, okay, I'm going to become president. I've had a past relationship with Putin. I'm going to be able to put this to bed pretty quickly, and I think he underestimated the situation. That I will concede. However. He's trying now to say, okay, I underestimated it. What can I do now? I've got to end it. And I appreciate the fact that he's trying to end it. All I saw under the other administration is nothing. Nothing was it was just the war going on and us funding Ukraine and the ball not moving. And I want to go emphasize this. I don't want to see anyone lose their life. And if that means Donald Trump has got to pivot 20 times to figure a way to get these parties to agree, then so be it. I don't want to see anybody lose their life.
Okay. Well, see, this is the problem. Ukraine wasn't losing. Ukraine literally had made some of the greatest strides that they had made in the entire war. And also, do you know what Operation Web was?
Well, just to your last point, I really can't agree with that. I would say
it's tied in together. That's why I'm trying to wait. No, it's not. It's one point. I'm actually I'm not verifying. I'm giving supporting evidence.
I know, but even if you give me the war has had a lot of ebbs and flows.
Yes, it has. It has. But the point that I was making is Ukraine had made some of its greatest gains, including Operation Web, which was a direct strike into the heart of Russia, which was something that the United States was left out of the loop with, because there was fears that the United States was sharing intelligence with Ukraine. So with that being said, Ukraine had pushed Russia to the point where they had to seek 15,000 troops from North Korea, right? They lost so much, they lost so many people, and they lost so much support that they literally had to try to borrow troops from other countries. And do you know what happened when those 15,000 troops came from North Korea?
No, I don't.
They got addicted to Pornhub. They literally got access to corn, Wi-Fi, and they started, getting completely locked into Pornhub, and then also fleeing for their lives because they wanted nothing to do with that. But the point that I'm making is that the Trump administration, with their instability overall, has harmed the efforts of Ukraine, while Ukraine has actually continued to make strides. And so to sit here and say that Ukraine should cede land or give up land. Like, that's asinine. Because, quick question for you, Finn.
Sure.
Do you think that we should give Texas and California back to Mexico?
But Mexico is not in a power of strength, and Russia is. So
Russia was not. Russia was not. But the point that I'm making, though, like, I know you can sit here and talk about strength or whatever, but the point being is, like, sovereign land was invaded, and we signed an agreement with Ukraine, with the Budapest Memorandum, right? And not only Ukraine, did you know we signed this agreement with Russia as well? Did you know
I thought it was just with Ukraine, but that's fine. I'll take your word at that.
The Budapest Memorandum is an agreement that the United States and other countries signed with Ukraine and Russia, and the agreement was that if Russia attacked Ukraine, then the United States and other countries would come to their support. So why shouldn't we hold up to our agreement?
Well, I think to put any boots on the ground, I think you'd have a huge part of the American public that would totally reject any U.S. soldiers in the ground of a foreign country. I think those days, thank God, are hopefully coming to an end.
They're not, though.
Well,
do you know why? You know why I say that?
Enlighten me.
Donald Trump has recently, within the last, I'll say, month, just to make sure I have my time frame right, has said 2 different places that he's not ruling out putting American boots on ground. Do you know those 2 countries?
No, but you're going to enlighten me.
Venezuela, which of course he just closed out airspace.
He's not sending troops over there. You know that.
He's already, there's 10,000 troops that are in the sea right off the coast of Venezuela. No. They've actively they've moved 10,000 troops. Okay. They have warships, destroyers, helicopters, fighter jets, like howdy partner. They have literally shifted 10% of our Navy into that area right now.
So we'll have to agree to disagree that he's not putting troops there.
No, you don't have to agree to disagree with me. I'm telling you that he was asked the question. No. Listen, that's not how this works, because Donald Trump was asked the question directly, and Donald Trump said he is not ruling out putting boots on the ground. So while you may think he's not, Donald Trump, out of his own mouth, has said that he is not ruling that out.
So I can answer this very simply. When he does put troops on the ground, you'll be right. Until he puts troops on the ground, you're not right. I'm right.
No. Listen. I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
Opinion. I'm giving you a fact. There are no troops in Venezuela.
Stop and listen to me for a half second.
I listened to you the whole time. I'm not cutting you off.
Finn, you said that the days of putting boots on the ground in foreign countries are over. I'm telling you.
I said hopefully.
And yeah, that's fine. You said hopefully. That's fine. Finn, what I'm saying is they're not, because our current president has said this with 2 different countries. Him, out of his own mouth, said that he's not ruling out the possibility of boots on the ground. So while you may hopefully think that,
but he hasn't, though. You're talking about.
When did I say he has?
You just said if it's coming to the end, well, Donald Trump says he's going to put troops here. Donald Trump has said so many things every day. I can't keep up with it. I mean, so when you're going to tell me when there are troops on the ground, I will come back on your. So
you're one of those people that sit here and say you have to wait to see Trump do it before you believe that it's going to happen. When you're talking about now, if you're talking about American soldiers on a foreign soil, yes, you have to show me that. I'm sorry. Did you know that they've already started CIA operations and intel in Venezuela already? They do CIA operations in every administration, so that doesn't hold it. It feels like, Finn, I'm not going to hold you. It feels like that you are not only running from reality, but you're pivoting to twist anytime I try to present any information to you. Because I'm not saying that currently we have running from reality. You are. I'm not saying that we currently have troops in those countries, but when the president of the United States is asked directly, like, "Hey, can you tell us that you're ruling out sending American troops into these countries?" And he says, "No, we're not ruling that out." Like, that's something that we have to take serious. Am I off basis with that? Yes, not yes and no. I think he's doing it more of intimidation
saying, look, everything's on the table. And he's trying to intimidate through force that this has got to end. And I don't have any problem with any tactics. I would have a problem if I felt we were actually going to put boots. I think those times need to go in the past. So I would not be happy with that. However, let's just say, God forbid he did. He's our president. And I believe in a strong military. But again, it doesn't matter what I believe or don't believe, because he hasn't done it yet. And I don't believe he ever will. So again, if he does, I will come back on this program and I'll say, you know what? You were right. He did. And I was wrong. But I wouldn't be counting on the day for me coming back on. He's not sending troops in Venezuela yet. So it's just not happening. I hear you. I think we're at a moot point if we can move forward. But if you want to talk about it,
it's moot, but
it's not going to change my point.
Hey, Finn, it's moot, M-O-O-T, not mute. But let me say this.
That's what I said. I don't know how it came across, but you don't have to correct my English. But that's okay. You can. That's fine.
No, that's the moot is like the pet peeve of mine.
I went to school. I went to school, so you don't have to correct.
No, it's fine. I'm saying it's fine. I fuck up words all the time, but moot is the one that gets me. So anyway, listen, this is what I'm saying, Finn.
But that's all right.
Sure. This is what I'm saying, Finn. Your premise that there's no chance that boots are going to be on the ground in Venezuela.
I didn't say no chance. I said I don't believe you're twisting my words.
Okay,
I told you the
premise
whole time.
that you don't believe.
Correct.
Okay, let me at least finish my sentence, Finn.
Well, then don't misquote me. I'm not misquoting you. Just don't misquote me, and I won't interrupt you. Go ahead. I apologize.
Your premise that there is a less likelihood. Is that okay? Can I say less likelihood?
I'm good with that.
Less likelihood that actual troops will be in Venezuela is unfounded. And the reason why I say it's unfounded is because of the massive shift of military force that has now been sent off the coast of Venezuela. We can talk about the 10,000 troops that have been mobilized. We can talk about the 10% of the Air Force. We can talk about the Ghost, which is a Navy destroyer specifically that has been now sent into the area, which is used for covert strikes. The amount of force that we've allocated to the area, and then you combine that with the fact that Donald Trump has adamantly been talking about a regime change in Venezuela since his first term. And now Donald Trump was offered by Maduro a controlling stake in the rare earth, minerals, oil, gold, all of these things in Venezuela, and said that they would cut ties with Russia and China. And Trump said no, while at the same time continuing to posture the premise that boots on the ground is unlikely or less likely. That's a false premise based off of all the other factors that are currently occurring.
So, as you know, in Trump's presidency, he sent warships to other parts of the world to intimidate other conflicts. So I look at it this: he's trying to intimidate other he's trying to intimidate this conflict. And again, I appreciate your knowledge and I appreciate your facts. He's not sending troops in Venezuela yet. So we can talk about it for another hour, but if you're trying to get me to change my opinion or my mind, it's like the Browns game they just lost. It's not going to change. It's not going to change.
I'm not trying to get you to change your mind, but I am trying to get you to actually deal with reality that
I do deal with reality.
This is not out of the realm of possibility. And based off of the current factors, it looks not only possible, but it looks probable.
I wouldn't even go probable. I mean, just being honest with you, I wouldn't even go probable. No. Can I just ask you a question? I know you talked to us all.
Let me read these off really quick, and then
I will. I'll let you ask me any questions. I'm an open book.
No. I don't have any questions. I'll let you ask your question. I just got to read off these thank yous real quick.
I don't want to forget my point. I just don't want you to get amnesia. Okay, that's fine. I just don't want you to get amnesia once this Venezuela conflict comes to an end. And then you're going to say, never told you they were going to send troops in. I just don't want you to get amnesia. Are we good with that?
Yeah, I've already made videos about it. There's no me getting amnesia.
Well,
anyway,
I know. I'm just asking you on a personal.
Finn, stop. I said I have to read all thank yous. W's in the chat for Gucci. Gucci sent a $5 donation saying, I need to know if Finn is okay with applying his people are dying point to banning weapons in the United States. You know what? That's a good one. We'll ask that question. You have to stop talking over me, Finn.
Well, you're not letting me get a word. Let me get one word. No.
I'm not even talking to you. Finn, stop. I'm reading all thank yous, and then I'll come back to you for a conversation. Just have some impulse control for 2 seconds. I'm literally just reading off thank yous. We're not even having a conversation at the moment. I say, give it a second. Let me read these off, and then we can go back to it. W's in the chat for Gucci as well for the $2 donation saying, also, we should probably not try to prevent war until the war actually starts, according to Finn. That's what it seems like. W's in the chat for Jay. What up, Jay? Who sent a $5 super chat to say, this guy just said Ukraine has to give up land. Would it be okay with the U.S. giving back most of the U.S. to England if they demanded? That's why I had the question about California and Texas. I guess I'll say W's in the chat for this guy, but Frank sent a $5. Finn, please stop. Let me just get through this. Please and thank you. Frank sent a $5 super chat, which is, again, weird, Frank, that you're over on YouTube sending a super chat instead of getting over here and getting a request on TikTok, but whatever. Frank said Zelensky's chief of staff resigned because he got caught up in corruption. Dude, Ukraine is losing regardless of Trump. That's not true, but whatever. Sure, send me your money to actually get your BS off. W's in the chat for Feisty for the $5 donation said, he's bad faith. You spoke to him on another stream yesterday. Did I? I don't remember talking to Finn. And W's in the chat for Betty for the $2 Canadian to say, Finn said, if he sent them, he doesn't care. No line. That is actually what he said. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, make sure you tap the screen. If you look up at the top, you see the word follow. That means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Hit the follow button. This is the backup account. Follow the backup account, but follow the main account as well. Guys, make sure you guys follow the main account. We're going to be doing debates later on the main account, so make sure you follow both of them. Also, W's in the chat for Jay, who said, oh, you're still my op with the $5 super chat. Jay, you're my biggest op. Jay is the biggest ops. Look at the birds. That's fucking cool. All right, Finn, sorry. The floor is yours. You were saying like, oh, am I going to have amnesia? And I told you that I'm not going to have amnesia because I actually created a video talking about what Donald Trump is actually doing with Venezuela. So like, I'm not going to walk back anything because the point that I've been making this entire time is that he's posturing for it and it's probable.
Okay, so let's talk about your statement about Mexico, us giving California, Arizona, and part of Texas back to Mexico. I mean, again, I want to have an intelligent, whether it's a discussion or debate. That's just never going to happen. So, I mean, for you to say that, it's moronic to even say it.
You know what an analogy is?
That's not even a fair analogy. You're talking about a country like Ukraine against a superpower. And all I'm saying is, if they don't give up some land, the war's never going to end. And let me just say another thing. This is what happened I'm not yelling, not screaming, very calm here. I'm enjoying my Sunday. This is where the Democratic Party lost a lot of people because they're not living in reality. For 3.5 years, the border was wide open. And then the last half year before the election, let's bring a bipartisan bill. Let's try to close the border up. The war was raging.
FYI, that's not true. I'll let you finish your point, but that's not true.
The war's been raging in Ukraine for years now. And again, Donald Trump's plan is not a perfect plan. There's holes in it. Anytime a war is settled, someone's on the losing end of it. My point is, I don't want to see any more unalive people on either side happen. And when it's not getting done, at least our president, you're right. He's pivoting. He's changing. He doesn't care. He wants it over with. And God bless him. God bless him. Hopefully he'll get this conflict to an end before the end of his presidency. So at least he's trying to bring it to an end.
Okay, cool.
And
This
can I
completely off topic. Hold on. Just hold on. Completely off topic, chat. Completely off topic. Fucking W's in the chat for the Panthers. We beat the Los Angeles Rams 31-28. 31-28. Let's fucking go. Keep fucking pounding. Keep pounding. Keep pounding. 31-28. Keep fucking pounding. All right, sorry. I just saw that score pop up and I like that.
Very good.
That I wasn't expecting us to win, so I got super excited.
So let me ask you a question. You seem like,
but no, hold on. Let me correct something real quick. The premise that the Democrats, you said, oh, this is what Democrats lost a lot of people. No, Democrats didn't lose a lot of people because of that. Democrats lost a lot of people because of a bunch of other shit, including people being stupid. But it wasn't because of the border and the border being wide. Like, first and foremost, the Langford bill, they started working on that in February of 2021, literally the month after Biden got into office. Number two, the Trump administration, the border's not closed. They haven't passed any legislation to actually address the border. So they haven't done anything of substance to address the border. What they have done is engage in cruelty, including sending people to concentration camps and using them for free slave labor, which has landed the United States on a human rights watch list and violated people's constitutional rights. Like, that's the only thing that they've done. And so you having this premise that the Democrats lost it and all this, like, that's not true. Donald Trump saying that his plan is filled with holes. Donald Trump has access to the most information, technology, and knowledge of any other person on this planet. And for you to sit here and say he has plans that are filled with holes speaks to him and his lack of leadership, his inability to actually get anything done. Donald Trump doesn't have plans. He only has concepts of plans. And with those concepts of plans, he fucks up all the time. That's why he keeps going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and can't actually put out a consistent and precise message when it comes to Ukraine. So your hopes that this war will be done by the end of his administration, he's not actively doing anything to ensure that this war comes to an end. He's prolonged it.
So the only objection I have with your opinion was when you used the word concentration camps, because I had family members in concentration camps, and I don't want to.
It's literally concentration camps.
I don't want to go there because it's a very strong word, and I don't need to go on.
I know the one thing that I don't know that if you've learned this about me yet, Finn, is that I don't mince words and I don't say things that I can't back up or I don't know.
Well, I don't want to go into
concentration camps. I know I literally mean that.
I think you should be very careful using that word.
They're just as bad as what you're thinking. They're just not on the same scale. I
have not said any. In fact,
Finn. When I'm telling you, they're just as bad as what you're thinking. They're just not on the same scale. Like, think about that. What I'm saying. I'm not saying you're telling me anything. I'm saying when you think of that word, it's just as bad. It's just not on the same scale.
I don't think. No, it's not. It's not what you're thinking. I don't know what your opinion of. I don't know how you define.
People are losing their lives.
That's a lot worse. Their lives. It's a lot worse than that. I don't.
People
really
are losing their lives.
I don't want to even. I don't even want to go there. So, but I will say another point. Maybe you'll answer the question. Maybe you'll dodge the question. So I've noticed that 9 out of 10. And again, I'm very new to TikTok. I've only been on it a couple of weeks, so I'm like extremely new. But I've noticed, like, out of every 10 sites, 9 are raging against Trump. And I get it. You know, it's viewership and people always have an opinion. And I get it. It's the real world. You know, I guess TikTok's about getting followers, and I get that. So I'm going to ask you a question. So if you would listen to all these sites, you would think that all the Democrats and the left wing all have it figured out. And by the way, you're very articulate. You've obviously studied the subjects, and you come across polished. And by the way, I will give you this prop. Most of the other sites that I've seen in my short time on TikTok, when they get someone like me on and they get frustrated and they start swearing and they start calling names and they start hanging up and whatever, that's fine. It doesn't affect me. But my question to you is, if you would listen to all the sites, you would think the Democrats have all the answers. So if they have all the answers, you know, they lost in 16 to Donald Trump, 223, Biden took it back, and now they've lost again. So my question to you is, what does the Democratic Party have to do to take back the House or the Senate or even the presidency? Because the way you guys all sound, it's like you guys have all the answers, but the answers aren't winning you the House, it's not winning you the Senate, and it's not winning you the presidency. So I would just like you to use your eloquent and expound, how does the Democratic Party get back in good graces with the American public? Because I just don't even see it now. I don't see it at all.
Sure. So there's a difference between the Democratic Party and the people. When you talk about the people on the left, first and foremost, you know, I'm not a Democrat. Like, fuck the Democrats. Excuse my language, but like I may vote for Democrats, but I am not a Democrat because the Democrats are cowards. Like, literally, if they really wanted to enact change, then they would actually lean into the things that make them special, right? And the things that's supposed to make the Democratic special is the progression needed to actually push our country forward. The actual need to provide for American citizens, to take care of American citizens, to do things like, you know, provide free education, or making sure that we eliminate food insecurities, to make sure that, you know, people have access to health care, like those types of things. If the Democratic Party wanted to actually win elections, then they need to get off their ass and do the things that people actually want, because the election wasn't about like, oh, Donald Trump got so many more votes or something like that. There's about 20 million people who were registered to vote that didn't vote because neither party actually did or said anything that inspired them to get out and vote. And so if the Democratic Party wants to win, they need to actually do something to earn people votes. Now, the problem is Donald Trump is so bad. He's so bad. He's actively so bad that the Democrats are going to fall ass backwards into power, which is going to be harmful because they're not doing anything to win votes. They're just going to win votes based off the fact that Trump is destroying things. And people are so pissed off at Trump that they're coming out and they're voting against him, right? So that's why you see things that happened in this past general election where the Republicans got slaughtered because of everything that Trump has been doing. So there's the problem. Now, what we need to be talking about is why both parties don't actually do anything beneficial for the American people. And at the same time, why is it the Republicans actively try to harm the American people? Like, that's the bigger problem. The Republican Party is actively trying to harm Americans. It's a big problem.
Yeah, I mean, you lost me. I think the opposite, obviously. I just...
Name one piece of legislation the Republican Party has passed within the last 60 years that overwhelmingly benefits everyday Americans.
Well, let's just talk about I thought we were going to talk about Donald Trump. I want to talk about the president.
I mean, we can, but you said you think that they have. So I'm just saying, name one piece of legislation.
I'm gonna answer your
in the
question.
last 60 years.
So although I'm a conservative, as I used the word pivot before, I'm not going to just blindly vote a Republican to any office just because he's a Republican. I mean, I did vote for Bill Clinton, so. I liked Obama. I didn't vote for him, but I liked Obama. So I'm not without moving or changing. But so energy prices, I remember when Biden came in, he shut down all the fracking, all the drilling, and then gas prices during about the entire administration, obviously up until the last year, until election year, prices started dropping again. Gas around where I am right now is like a $2 a gallon, $2.20, $2.19 a gallon. I didn't see that the whole 4 years under Biden. And I've seen the food prices obviously spike up.
Let me hop in for a second because
sure.
What you said was absolutely incorrect.
I know you were going to say that, but that's
incorrect.
Okay.
Yes,
that's
because
okay.
under Biden administration, they actually drill more oil than any other country in the history of the world. Now, also the problem with that is that oil executives, when Donald Trump was promising to drill, baby drill, they actually had to come out and said it's not possible. There's no way that they could drill more than they've already been drilling. And then on top of that, right, when you talk about the type of oil that we drill here in the US, we don't have the ability to refine the type of oil that we actually drill here in the US. So when we drill, we don't even really use the oil that we actually produce here in the US. We sell it out of the country and we buy imported oil. So like the idea that we need to drill, baby drill, that has nothing to do overall with our gas prices. Now,
I knew you were going to say that, by the way. I'm sorry. Sure. I'll let you go.
Yeah, but also like that, when you talk about where it is locally, I'm not going to disregard your local experience because I'm not where you are. You're not where I'm at. And I can't talk to what your local gas station says. But what I can do is talk about your average, right? Your state average. I can talk about the country average, and average compared to average, gas prices are up. Like that's the big thing. Gas prices are up versus where they were towards the end of the Biden administration. And number three, that's still not a piece of legislation, a policy, or anything that has been passed. I said, name one piece of legislation over the last 60 years that the Republican Party, conservatives, have passed that overwhelmingly benefit everyday Americans.
So if I came on the show and had an hour to prepare, I'm sure I can come with facts and figures, but I did not come on. I'm not a professional talk show host. I came in to give you my opinion of the moment. But yeah, I'm sure I could come back if you gave me a little time. And if I ever do come back on, if I stay on TikTok, I'm glad to come on and answer that question. So
the answer is none.
Okay, well, that's your
that's
opinion.
No. It's not my opinion.
Well, no, it is your
I'm
opinion.
not giving opinions. I'm stating
you
facts.
You can't state a fact like that. You cannot state a fact.
Yes, you can, because when legislation is passed, listen, when legislation is passed, you can literally track the impacts on legislation that has passed.
We'll
That's
agree
the
to
point that I'm making. No. Wait, so you don't think you can track the actual impacts of legislation that's passed?
I'm sure I can find legislation that the Republicans passed over the past 60 years that have benefited the American public. So
I'll give you this. This is why I word the actual question the way that I word it, right? I said one piece of legislation that overwhelmingly benefits everyday Americans, right? Okay. So there has been legislation that they passed that benefits some Americans. There has been legislation that they passed that benefits big industries and corporations and somewhat benefits Americans, but they have not passed any legislation that actually overwhelmingly benefits everyday Americans, not millionaires, billionaires, but just normal people like you and me. They have not done that. They have not done that since before they were the Republicans, when they were the progressives, before the party switch, the ideology switch, before the Southern strategy. They haven't done that since then.
So this goes back to my question I asked you before. It seems like, and I'm including you respectfully, it seems like the left, I know you're saying you're not a Democrat or you're whatever, but you're definitely not a Republican. So I'm gonna, you can say you're not, but you're definitely siding more with the left than the right. If you guys have all the answers, okay, your blue states, you guys don't, you guys, the blue states are in total disarray. In fact, Trump took
That's
all
absolutely not true.
Well, that's not true.
That's rhetoric. True. That's literally rhetoric. That's not true.
Chicago's a mess. Chicago
is a city.
Crime is a mess.
Chicago is a city, not a state.
You're not letting me talk.
Hold on. Yes, because you're lying now. You're lying.
Let me go
do this, Finn. If you're gonna make emphatic statements, please have something to back up your emphatic statements. That's the only thing I'm asking.
Democratic cities are not safe. We all know that. I mean, the Democrats feel they have all the answers, but all they have is all the hate. You guys sit there all day, every day, criticizing.
MAGA is literally the party of racists. The Triple K, Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, literally voted for Donald Trump.
I am the farthest thing from being a racist.
I didn't say you, but the party that you align with, align themselves with Nazis, the Triple K, Oath Keepers, and Proud Boys. Literally, the people that are symbols of hate vote with you and your party. So you can talk about the Democrats and the hate, but literally the people who the ideology of what they do is rooted in hate literally vote alongside you.
Well, I'm going to have to obviously disagree with everything you said, but that's okay.
I hear you. You're disagreeing, but give me a second here. 2 seconds. A couple of quick things. W's in the chat for Justin for the $5 donation. Justin saying Trump never has plans, only concepts. Absolutely. And W's in the chat for Samantha for the $3.33 donation saying about the guest saying that he has a calm tone of voice. Announcing your calm doesn't automatically make your point make sense. Cool tone, questionable logic. Exactly. W's in the chat for Priscilla, who sent a $1 donation saying, you've been on TikTok 1 year, have you been on TikTok for a year, Finn?
No, I might have went on it once or twice, but I just started doing it the last 3 weeks. So
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Don't lie to me, Finn. I thought we were being honest here. I thought you and I had a moment.
You guys are going to sit there and try to.
That's what they're telling me, Finn.
Okay, that's fine. Listen,
all right, give me a second. Hold on, give me a second, Finn. W's in the chat for Amanda for the $2 donation saying Trump has only won against women. Listen, I was gonna go there. I was not only that, I was gonna break that down, but it's been a lot. W's in the chat for Feisty for the $5 donation saying fascists from California. Holy smokes. W's in the chat for Brian for the $5 donation saying just filled up today and gas is $2.79 in Missouri, bud. Exactly. W's in the chat for I can't remember how to say your name. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call you Silver. For the $5 super chat to say caller is spineless. And W's in the chat for Ellie for the $5 super chat to say red states depend on blue states to be subsidized. Yes. And he's talking about blue states, yet red states literally need blue states to subsidize them. Exactly. Exactly. Guys, W's in the chat for all the donors. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted, anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Hey, Kay.
Hey, Santana. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. Where's Finn from?
Finn,
Florida.
where are you from?
Florida.
Florida.
And you seem to be an expert on what's happening in Chicago. Did you used to live here?
No, but I've been there many a time, and it's every time I go there, it seems more dangerous than the last time I was there.
Wow, it's amazing how I've survived 30 of my 47 years here.
But look at the people that are running the city and the governor. So I'm not really surprised. But again, you guys have all.
You gotta hold on, Finn. You gotta let Kay finish.
I have to go. But
no, Finn, don't run. Just hold tight, because Kay has something for you. Just hold tight, just for a second. Go ahead, Kay.
Finn, did you know that Chicago's crime rate has gone down year over year over year, and is currently down 47% than it was even last year?
And I'm going to send your request to come off mute.
You guys muted me again. So I'm going to go, but
Kay was trying to talk to you, Finn.
I know, but I'm going to wish you the best of luck for your show.
I'm going to mute you again. Then if you're going to run, go ahead and finish your point, Kay.
No, the point is that people that don't live in Chicago have an awful lot to say about Chicago when if you don't know what it's like to live here, I mean, I don't know why you speak on things you don't know about.
You're gonna enlighten everybody on the show now how I'm wrong and how it's a very safe and
Finn,
safe
you seem
city.
very triggered right now. Why are you so triggered?
I'm not at all. I'm in a great mood.
Sitting here complimenting giving backhand compliment after backhand.
Because I go on all these, and it's like
Finn.
20 Democrats against one Republican.
Hey,
It's
Finn.
ridiculous.
It's
You
one
don't need to
person
scream.
talking to
You don't need to scream.
Man,
Hey,
you
Finn,
have to
you could stop
over
talking.
people. Go ahead,
I
Finn.
came up here to talk to you.
I tried telling the host that I need to go, but no one's
Then
listening.
just run away. Hit the X and leave then. Don't need to announce your departure. Just run away. Jesus. I didn't realize people needed instructions on how to leave.
Oh, he ran because he knew he was wrong. That's the only reason he ran. He didn't run because he needed to leave. He ran because he knew he was wrong, Kay.
Well, he's wrong, but also the moment like someone else starts talking to him who's not, as nice as you and articulate as you and giving you all those wonderful, absolute dog whistle compliments,
Okay.
God forbid, he thinks he was just being so nice to you. Anyway, have fun with Adam. Hi, Adam.
Hey.
What up, Adam?
What's up, man?
I don't know if you came up for Finn or did you want to hang out? Because Finn.
Yeah, I'll hang out for a bit. I was just gonna sort of back up what she was already saying, which is not only is Chicago's crime rate down, it's literally leading the entire country in crime reduction this year. Like
and
no
it's
other
lower
city
than
is doing
Texas.
better.
So W's in the chat for Adam, guys. Also, W's in the chat for Michael. Michael sent a $5 donation saying big supporter. And on the left, can you tell me why you say fuck Dems but vote Dems? Sound like a learning moment for me. Yeah. Because the Democratic establishment has let us down, and they continue to flaunt their power in the face of people like Zoran Mandani, who are actively trying to push the party forward. The party has rejected people like Bernie Sanders, AOC, while propping up establishment Democrats, and we need a change. And so that's why I say, fuck Dems, is because I am very left-leaning, but even more so, I'm tired of like establishment Democrats. That's what it is. I'm tired of the same old, and I want people that's actually going to do something for everyday Americans. So there's that. All right, guys. If you're in the request, excuse me. If you're in the request, please make sure you're a Trump supporter. We're only talking to Trump supporters. There's a lot of people in the request, and I know for a fact that there's some friendlies. Guys, please only request up if you are a Trump supporter and you're looking for a debate. If you were in the request to, for some reason, try to come up and talk to the Finn, please drop out because I'm not talking to friendlies. Nick, you can drop out because you're a kid. Ty, you can drop out because you're not getting up here. Like, if you're some of the people that know for a fact that you're not coming up, get out of the box. Eddie, are you a Trump supporter? Eddie, 1970-20, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not.
Again, guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. If you're friendly, tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 500,000 likes. Also, guys, if you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything. Finn, I thought you had to go.
No, I've got 10 minutes, so I didn't want her to think I ran away for no reason. So if she wants to come in,
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God! Stop fucking lying.
Is that what you're gonna do when I come back on and play that stupid song?
Just hold on for a
second. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Just
all right. I guess I think I'm gonna go back out. You're gonna.
I mean, you can
insult
go if you want.
me.
It doesn't
I'm not
matter.
gonna come
Finn,
back.
stop crying. Either you're gonna be here or you're not. Like seriously, I don't give a shit about you crying. Either you're gonna be here or not, Finn.
They're called. It's called decorum.
W's in the chat for Carol. Carol, guys, 1 million fucking W's in the chat for Carol. Carol sent a $50 donation. Fucking Carol, we love you so much. Thank you so much for the $50 donation. Also, W's in the chat for Vessel Vocal, who just became a late night tuber. W's in the chat for her as well, guys. If anyone else likes support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted, anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I will read that out. And guys, show my guy Adam some love. Adam is here hanging out with us. Mods, can we make? Oh, they already did it. Adam's pay links are running in the poll in the bio. Make sure you guys show Adam some love. Cam, are you a Trump supporter? Cam, are you a Trump supporter?
No, sorry.
No worries, I'll drop you down. Joe, are you a Trump supporter? Joe, are you a Trump supporter? Okay, I drop Joe. Guys, there's a lot of people in the box, and I'm bringing people up. Make sure that if you look down at the bottom and you see the pink and blue person, that means that you are that means that you are good. But if you see gray, that means you're in the request and you're here to debate. You're a Trump supporter. So if you see gray instead of pink and blue, that means you're a Trump supporter and you're here and you're ready to debate. Make sure that if you are in the request, you are here for some debates. Clearing out fast. Do 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 do. Oh. Do 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 do. It's clearing out. What up, Rolo? W's in chat for Rolo. I can't see your use. I can't even say your username. Are you a Trump supporter? Mohara? I don't know. I don't know. All right. Are you a Trump supporter? I don't think you are. I don't think you are. Just gonna drop you. Rob, are you a Trump supporter? Rob, are you a Trump supporter? Rob Calhoun.
No.
Are you a Trump supporter?
No.
Then why'd you come up, friend?
That's my fault.
Okay, you have to do a mod announcement since you're up here.
I apologize. It's my fault.
Yeah, you got to do a mod announcement. Tell the people to tap the screen.
Tap the screen.
All right. And next time you come up, do a better mod announcement, okay?
I got you.
All right. Yes, Ty.
What is so wrong with me? Why does everyone roll their eyes?
Adam, have you talked to Ty?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. You can talk to him until you're done talking to him. And I said that the way I said it because you'll see.
Okay. You support Trump?
No.
Oh. Why are you up here then?
I had a question just to see if you would believe that too.
What?
So the reason why I don't support neither Kamala or
Who'd
the
you
president.
vote for, Ty?
Who did I vote for? I voted for the person that is in office right now.
Oh.
But after reading, listening to people, and understanding,
Adam, he's disingenuous. Just FYI. Go ahead and finish, Ty.
And trying to understand society as a whole, there should be no reason why not everyone deserves food, water, and shelter and healthcare.
Is this something a conclusion you arrived at after voting for Trump, or?
No, just and also me as someone I don't truly believe that Donald Trump actually cares about the people that he voted for.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just like, when did you realize all this stuff? Because I feel like it's been abundantly obvious since you came down the escalator in 2015.
It's something that I can't truly say. Where I live, it's hard to.
No, I'm not asking where you live.
So it's something that I've always I've always noticed it, and I've always
still voted for him.
Sure. Hold on, Ty. Black Dog, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Ty, you can fuck off. Sorry, Adam. Howdy, partner. Black, why do you still support Trump in this day and age where like everything is like massively wrong, not only with him but our country because of him?
I don't think it's all wrong. I mean, I think it would be worse under Kamala.
Why do you say it like that?
Because I think
the weird way that Trump says it.
I think Kamala didn't take things seriously. I mean, every time they addressed an issue to her, like problems that were going on, all she did was laugh. Every single time.
Hey, Black, are you Latino?
Yes.
What country?
I'm from the United States, but my parents are Mexicans.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, not, I apologize if I made it sound like you had to be from another country, but I meant the origins of your lineage. So your parents are from Mexico?
Yeah, from Mexico.
Okay, I just wanted to get a base before we kept going. Sorry. You can keep talking to Adam.
What's the number one reason you voted for Trump? What's like the issue that matters most to you where you're like, oh, Kamala can't handle this, but Trump's got it covered?
The number one reason, I think, because, well, number one was the border.
Okay. Does that include like deportations also?
I'm sorry?
That includes deportations also? Like you like Trump's deportation policy?
I don't like them 100%, but, I do
you
like
think it's better than what Kamala Harris's deportation policy would have been?
Yes.
Do you think Kamala Harris would have detained 170 U.S. citizens in under a year and not allowed them to call their lawyer?
I started using that ever since I heard you say.
It's such a good stat, right?
I didn't know about that information, but I think, who knows? Probably, yeah, there would have been more. Everybody makes a mistake,
Well, you can look at from 2015 to 2020, the total number of U.S. citizens detained by ICE was 120 over a 5-year period. And now in under a year, Trump's bumped that up to 170. And this isn't like a normal mistake. A lot of these people can't call a lawyer. They can't call their family. This is like pretty weird authoritarian stuff, no?
Well, yeah, man, but he's going, well, one thing that, like I said, I don't like it 100%. That's what I'm telling you. But I do like that he's going after the hardcore criminals,
Here's the thing, though. Like, first of all, he's not going after the hardcore criminals. He actually told all of the federal police to stop going after hardcore criminals and instead focus on a quota system for deportations.
I like what he's doing, with the Navy up there, with the.
Why are you pivoting?
With the boats?
No. We're not talking about boats. No, address what Adam just said.
What did he say?
Exactly. Why do you guys do that? Like, that's such a weird thing. Like, anytime that you guys hear something, like when you start hearing something, hold on, Black. When you guys start hearing something that you don't like, or some type of facts or information that go against like your current reality, you just stop listening. You like cover up your ears, and then you just start saying like random shit. Like, actually engage in the dialogue. He literally just gave you real information that you should have took in, digested, and been able to respond to it. So like, try to like actually engage what he's saying. That's fucking weird.
What's weird?
Bruh.
Engage with what Adam is saying to you.
I already told him that I didn't like 100% what he's doing with the deportations.
Why do you like any percent of it? He's not even going after the criminals.
Because there's a lot of people that came in this country that were not vetted, and they're here illegally.
That's not even who he's going after. He's going after asylum seekers and green card holders.
Yes, he is. So you're telling me that the hundreds of thousands of people that he has deported.
If you let me finish, I can tell you what I'm telling you.
Wait.
Are you telling me that every single people?
Wait, when did he deport hundreds of thousands of?
Well, he supported at least 100,000 people.
Where are you getting this information from?
From Google.
Well, Google where?
In the fucking computer, you fucking
the
nigger.
fucking Google. What you said? Wait, did you just call me the N word?
Yeah, I called you a fucking nigger because you're
listen. Hold on.
Hold
on. I got it. Listen. You know what's funny? You coming up here crashing out saying the N word not only shows like your absolute ignorance, but you thought that you doing that was going to make me melt.
Well, you know what's funny?
Right? No, shushies, bud. Shushies. Now I get to put the binky in your mouth because you not only don't have impulse control, you're just a piece of shit. And so now that I've identified that you're just a piece of shit, I'm going to treat you like a piece of shit. And so since we know that you're a piece of shit, then we're going to dog walk you like a piece of shit. So, and yeah, of course you run. This is the weird thing about those cowards that crash out the way that they do. You don't bother me. You sitting here and displaying your ignorance and your hatred and your racism, it just makes you more of a piece of shit. I'm still here and you are still ignorant and you ran and you're still stupid and you're still voting against your best interests. You being a Latino person, someone who I'm pretty sure you're not even white passing. That's the wild part. Like people say, oh, I'm Mexican. Mexican isn't a race. You can be a white Mexican. You can be a black Mexican. Mexican isn't a race. But you actively voting for harm against yourself. The reason why I came up here and I immediately knew that you were Latino, because your parents might be from Mexico, but you can't hide your accent. You can't hide your accent, bud. You're literally trying to harm yourself. What the fuck are we even doing? Adam, these people are fucking weirdos.
It's so crazy. I mean, it happens so often. They just resort to slurs because it's like their last line of defense when they've been embarrassed.
It's an amygdala response.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. That's all they got. Also, they're so used to like people kicking them and saying, but like, I don't do that because like it wasn't the first time I've been called the N-word. Definitely won't be the last time I've been called the N-word. Like I'm black from the South. Let's see here. Guys, please don't do we're not doing the deportation jokes in the chat. Like just because he was a fucked up racist does not mean that we go to xenophobia. Don't do that. We're all better than that. We don't play those games. We're better people than them. We can dog walk them without xenophobia. Diana, are you a Trump supporter?
No, but I did want to add on to what the previous person said.
Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Please, like Allison said, I'm a feral. Please respect my boundaries. Luis, are you a Trump supporter?
We're going to take a Sprite. Well, give me a quote from me and your mommy. Please.
Luis, are you a Trump supporter?
No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No worries. What are you mixing with that Coke? Listen.
It's Sunday football. I don't drink alcohol.
Hey, I thought you had something good in that cup. All right.
Nah,
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Go Dems.
All right, guys. Again, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Only looking, guys. Also, show Adam some love. Why is Adam's only at 100 coins? What are we doing? Why is Adam only at 100 coins? Guys, there's 2,000 plus people here. Show Adam some love. Please show Adam some love. He is here hanging out with us. Please show Adam some love. Make sure you give him a follow. The poll, his pay links are running in the poll. So somebody drop some, again, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. I'm just saying. Buy him a cup of coffee.
We love Adam. He's a great guy. He's a great streamer. Let's go, Adam Khan.
Also, guys, please don't request up doing that. Like, seriously, it really slows down the entire live. Like, please don't do that. Please don't do that. In all sincerity, if you're not a Trump supporter, Like, we don't need you to come up and say FDT or like any of the other weird stuff. I promise you, it slows down the live as a whole. Please and thank you. How do you follow Adam? If you click on his profile picture, you should see like a little plus, and then you tap that plus, and you'll actually be able to follow him from there. Also, if you guys aren't following Adam, what the fuck are you guys doing? Adam's dope, and he makes awesome videos. W's in the chat for Alexis for the $10 donation, saying, as a Latina, we don't claim him. We'd rock that fool. Like, I know. Come on now. You know I know. You know I know. W's in the chat for Hugo, who sent the $20 donation, saying, tell Adam he got to debate Millie. Adam, apparently they want you to debate Millie.
I don't think I know who that is.
I've heard that name. I don't know who that is either. Debbie, are you a Trump supporter?
To burning, itching, pain of moderate to severe
No, sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna drop you down. Okay.
Imagine being
Also, you should turn your TV down a little bit, okay, Debbie? Turn your TV down a little bit. It's not good for you to have your TV so loud. Debbie's in the chat for Marie, who sent $1.11 donation, saying, real friendlies respect boundaries. Exactly. Also, W's in the chat for Gohan, who sent a $5 super chat to say they love talking about how lawless blue cities / states are based off of Fifi's. OMG, X city is burning. Meanwhile, they haven't been anywhere recently. You said recently, they've never been anywhere in their entire life. Like, they live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, and they love talking about like these cities, but yet they've never been to these cities. They don't know nothing about nothing. But they love talking about all the shit they don't know, which is wild. I've never seen a more mediocre group of people who are so confident in their ignorance. Like, it's so wild. Like, they don't know anything. They don't want to learn anything. They don't want to experience anything. They just want to sit in their little echo chambers in their bubbles and just be completely terrified. It's fucking weird and wild. It's wild and weird. Anyway, guys, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates. Get in the box if you are a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. We would just like to know, hey, where's the lie? Where's the lie? Like, MAGA, you guys have already shown me that you're the party of violence. January 6th. Donald Trump saying that they should unalive Dems. You guys absolutely hate is required. The people that have come up on the platform have already showed it. Like, that's the only thing you guys have now is hate. Literally. You guys are the guardians of the PDF files, right? Absolutely. You guys hold the key to the PDF files, right? The economy is now trash, and that's directly caused by Donald Trump and his policies. And last but not least, poll numbers stink. Donald Trump poll numbers stink. And not only does Donald Trump poll numbers stink, the reason why we know they stink is because Trump supporters are now absolutely terrified and afraid to even try to defend Donald Trump. Look, they're so bad that you guys you can't even come up here and say that Trump is trying to make America great again. Like, you guys don't even have that one anymore. Like, what are we doing? Adam, they're even afraid to say make America great again because they know that he's fucked up.
Yep. That's why his poll numbers are so low too. A lot of people that voted for Trump now are just quietly distancing.
W's in the chat for Jonathan. That is cool. You see that, Adam? You see what you just got?
Yeah, wow.
That was fucking awesome.
What was that?
I don't know, but it was cool. Yeah. Yeah, they like it, and the wild thing is that they have such a sunken cost, right?
Mm-hmm.
Such a sunken cost, but now their complete identity that has been attached to Donald Trump, the idea of their identity has been completely ripped away.
Yeah,
like they don't even have those falsehoods anymore.
Yeah, and that's tough because for a lot of these people, Trump is like kind of like a prophet or even like deity type figure. Like it's kind of weird how deep some people have gone into like, I have to defend Trump no matter what, because eventually it puts you in a really, really tough spot to be defending, PDF files and like you're saying, political violence and all this hatred when a lot of these people maybe don't want to defend that, but they now just have to because Trump's their dad, I guess.
Well, and the weird part for me is that they're willing to actually support those things, right? Or defend those things. Like, think about it, Adam. Who would have ever thought that, like, on a day in, day out, we would have to actually tell like adults that like grape is bad, like,
right?
That people shouldn't grape other people. Like, what are we even doing?
Yeah. That's one of the big changes I've noticed is like, I feel like a lot of stuff that we used to take for granted, that like Schnazis are bad and grape is bad and political violence is bad. And if you win an election, you have to concede. It's like these things are now suddenly, I guess, up for debate, which they shouldn't be. Yeah, no, listen, the most interesting thing to me now is the fact, is that facts aren't facts, right? Yeah.
Everything is up for question. Everything is subjective. Everything is like, what source do you have? And if they don't actually like that information, then they immediately get to write it off as quote unquote fake news.
Right.
Like that Donald Trump has made it openly acceptable to have a lack of critical thinking and actually be an idiot. Like, that's it.
Yeah. And it's a little bit scary how many people have fallen for it. But I mean, it's one of those things where I feel like some people need to learn the hard way. I mean, I think a lot of people learned with the Epstein file stuff. You saw some people saying like, okay, this is a bridge too far for me. And it's crazy that, I mean, the first time it's the bar keeps getting set lower and lower. Like I remember in 2015 when he made fun of that disabled person on stage, I was like, how is that not the line for everyone? Or even his speech where he was like, the Mexicans are coming here and I assume some are good people, but the rest are grapists and criminals. Like it's like this was never really hard to figure out. It's always been right in front of our faces.
Yeah. And I say this all the time. Back in 2015, they weren't special. Like there was nothing special about them. They had no personality. They had no charisma. They had no future. They had no drive, no goals, no ambition. It was nothing. And Donald Trump came along and gave them that red hat. And all of a sudden they were special. They were different. They were outlaws. They were, against the establishment. They were
counterculture. Yeah,
exactly. And that made them feel so powerful. But that entire thing has like literally bit them in the ass because not understanding how anything works. And I say this all the time. Everything's a conspiracy theory when you don't know how anything works.
Yeah,
and
true.
They don't know how anything works. And so they literally continue to engage in like conspiracy theories, ignorance, and all this other stuff. Mackenzie, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to join. I was tapping. I'm sorry.
You play the song, Mackenzie.
I'm not. I promise. I was just tapping.
All right, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.
So I don't know. I like it's the point of where we are, and like there's been such an attack on like intellect, and we see it here on these TikTok lives, right? It's super funny because I know even at one point I hosted like a late nights, and we talked about how like debate culture has become such a thing, and people who actually don't have any sense of knowledge, understanding, they don't actually, read, they don't have anything, and they still try to engage in debates, but all they're doing is just repeating their opinion. But even their opinion isn't based on facts.
Yeah, it's just they want to emotionally feel good. They want to feel like they're the victim and they're fighting back against the liberal elite, trans immigrant establishment, whatever that even is. And there's nothing you can really say that's going to change their mind at this point.
Yeah. What up, Joey?
Hey, what up? Sorry, I see it. Did you need?
Joey, you got that MAGA mobile.
Oh, what?
You good, Joey? Not Joey on the Trump phone.
Sorry. Nah, bro, my bad. There's like I just got out of church. There's barely any service over here, but I think I'm better now. Did you text me?
Oh, all good. Yeah, you know, my bad. I didn't know you was praising the Lord. Yeah.
Oh, you're good. We just got out.
You missed it. You missed it. There was this, you know, someone I wanted to talk to, but he ended up slurring and crashing out. So.
They always do, bro. Okay, cool. Just checking in. I was like, I was. Yeah, I saw your text, but I just wanted to check in.
Yeah, all good, bro. I appreciate you.
All right, brother. You want to get me down? Enjoy the rest of the life.
I got you. W's in the chat for Joey, guys. We love Joey. W's in the chat for Joey. It's 2:04 on the West Coast. Not everyone lives in the Eastern time zone, chat. Just because you all live on the Eastern time zone does not mean that we live on the Eastern time zone. I'm in Washington State. Joey's in Oregon. So, boom. Again, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. If you live in the Midwest, then your time zone doesn't count. Tracy, are you a Trump supporter?
No, and unfortunately I'm in England, so that's maybe not a good thing.
Okay, I appreciate you. Pip, cheerio. Oh, we lost Mo. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. Cancel that. I appreciate you, Tracy, but we're only looking for Trump supporters. Only.
Oh, and real quick, thank you to Marie for the $5.55 for Santana said to offer you a scone, so buy yourself a damn good scone. Thank you.
I know that's right. Oh, we might have to go because we might have to do a thing right now. Let me check because we might actually, I don't know, we might be doing a thing right now. I thought we were going to do a thing later, but we might be doing a thing now. Chat, I got a thing that we got to do. Also, guys, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Follow me. This is the backup account. Hit that follow button. Follow the main account as well. Super important. Follow the main account. I think we might be about to do a thing. So I think we're gonna call it here. Because I think we're gonna get ready to do a thing. I got something really important that we're gonna do. Kay, if you're listening, I think we're getting ready to do it sooner than what I thought. So do me a favor, guys. Everyone, 1.5 thousand people hanging out here. Santana raid over to Dean. Santana raid over to Dean Withers. I'm going to be over in a moment. Also, we're going to get me, Dean, Parker. All three of us are going to be there. We got something special that we're doing. So I need every single person to head over to Dean's live Santana raid over to Dean's live. W's in the chat for Latanya as well, who sent a $20 super chat. W's in the chat. Head over to Dean's live. I'm going to get Dean, verify with him, get Parker over. Me, Dean, and Parker will be over. We're going to do something super special. So please head over to Dean's live, Santana raid. I will be over there in a second. Adam, are you going to come over?
Yeah, I'll be watching. Sounds fun.
All right. I appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yep. All right, guys. Let's hit the outro.
You stepped in a box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts like lies get left in shame. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats and get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit.
Hey.
Step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air.
Guys, I love you. I do. Listen, I normally don't ask for favors, but this is massive, huge favor. Get over to Dean, Santana Raid over on Dean's account. I'm going over. I'm going to grab Parker, and we're going to make sure that we head over. We have something super special, super important that we need to take care of.